How are you?
Stop it. Stop whining.
Okay, terrific. Well, thanks for nothing. I feel naked without our machines.
We didn't even bring them this time. They weren't missed yesterday, that's for sure.
Nah, there was just so much going on with the program yesterday. We didn't need no damn machines.
What the hell was that?
Wow, that was a little strange.
What happened there, Opie? You yelled, and all of a sudden I heard an echo that was at twice the volume. Blew my ears out.
I don't know. It was in my brain, and then all of a sudden I decided to say it. It was really...
It's a little odd.
I don't think they heard that in Radioland, though. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program. We like to call it the ONA virus, spreading across America thanks to XM satellite radio.
Yeah.
And we're in Los Angeles, California for the second day
at the Commerce Casino.
The Commerce Casino. We're broadcasting for the World Poker Tour.
Yes.
And right off the bat, I got to go and say, thank God Anthony is back in the hot seat.
Oh.
Thank God.
Yes, of course, I didn't make the final table. It's okay, though. I kind of like hanging out with the show. I missed a lot of fun stuff yesterday from what I've heard.
Well, you brought your MiFi on the trip, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to listen to the show.
I'm going to have to listen.
I mean, there's a lot of, hardcore fans of XM satellite radio. The MiFi just takes it to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
Takes it to the next level. I'm in a cab and, and at the airport, just listening to the show, catching up on things here and there.
You could listen to whatever you want, whenever you want. You're not at the mercy of a radio station.
On the way over to the casino, I was listening to yesterday's show on my MiFi in the van, and while Kenny was driving like a maniac, like he was Dale Earnhardt Jr. or something.
Yeah.
Dude, that old couple almost clipped us from behind.
I had one faux pas.
Why are you our driver? Like, shouldn't we have a limo company or something that drives us around?
Because according to XM, I'm lower than dirt.
Kenny, we're working on that. But we're driving down one of these L.A. side streets, and Kenny jams on the brake, and I'm one of these guys. I don't care what you're almost hitting in front of you. Because I figure if you're jamming on the brakes, you're going to be okay. I always quickly whip my head around to see who's going to plow into us from behind.
Which is probably the worst thing you can do is get hit from behind while you're turning your neck around.
I understand that, but I want to brace myself in case it's going to be a close call,
Just brace yourself and be surprised.
And there was an old couple, and they were older than dirt. Their eyes got really wide, and they just jammed on the brakes just in time. I mean, it wouldn't have done any damage to the vehicle we're driving. It's some kind of van with like 5 or 6 rows of seats.
Yeah. It's a van for 400 people.
They use it to transport Mexicans up from the border, usually, up into San Diego.
Either that or the blue dots that have to go to the casino and gamble away their hard-earned welfare money.
That's true.
Or welfare money, their retirement money.
You don't see many of those here at this casino. This is kind of a weird casino. It's not like your normal, like people are used to Atlantic City or Vegas or something like that. Not a lot of old people come in here because there's no slot machines. If you've noticed, you can walk in here without ding, 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 all those goddamn slot machine sounds, and the old people working the slots. It's pretty much, you're here for poker. There are poker tables all over the place. And blackjack, but all I could find is this no-break blackjack.
What the hell is no-break
blackjack?
No bus
Did you ever hear this? Do you know what it is?
I don't know.
Do you know how to play? Because I have no clue. I was standing by one of the tables for a while watching with, money burning a hole in my pocket before the show. I figured I was going to play a few hands of blackjack before the show. And I see this no-bus blackjack. Like, well, okay, I'll just watch and see what's going on. As someone's phone goes,
it's not mine.
I will lose my mind before the show is over and just rip out people's cell phones and heave them against the wall.
Well, you already threw my trio, right?
Yes. Your trio is done.
I was getting updates. I was getting email from Eric back in New York.
I'm turning it off. It wasn't mine. No, it wasn't mine.
I'm
just turning it off.
Mine's off.
Anyway, we got David Stein from you're the radio host for the World Poker Tour.
Yeah.
On Fox Sports Radio. And you know what this no bus blackjack's about?
Well, I had never heard of it. I was actually here last week playing poker, and I got tired, and I just started walking around, and I said, I'll play some blackjack, and I sat down. And I watched a couple of hands, and it was a blackjack with which I am not familiar.
Yeah, all this I'm watching him play, and like someone will have, let's say, a 16 in front of him. Dealer's showing a face card, and then the guy goes, "Hit me." He hits. He gets like an 8, which is you're over.
Yeah.
But he goes, and then he'll stay.
They might as well just call
it 24.
They might as well just call it do-over blackjack.
Yeah, do-over blackjack. So he stayed on 24.
It's blackjack for retards.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It's blackjack for retards. I don't understand how it's played, what you then do. Because then the dealer can also go over 21. And then what happens? Like whoever's closest to 21? Is that it?
David Stein.
Well, they don't have the bus groups coming to this casino.
No.
They have the short bus groups coming to this casino to play bus blackjack.
So you have no idea?
I got the brochure. I read the brochure and I still didn't understand it.
Dude, you were nodding your head. The only reason you're wearing that headset is because I thought you were going to be the expert on this.
No, I was nodding my head in agreement that it is the funkiest game I've ever seen in a casino. Yeah, if you bust, you have the option of staying in. So it's like playing what's the TV game show where you bet so you don't get over.
Card Sharks?
What?
I think it was Card Sharks. Yeah.
David, you're adding nothing to this.
I'm adding absolute. I'm here for the poker. I'm pokerlicious.
I was like thinking, Ann comes up with a good point, and I'm thinking, oh, we got the answer right here. He's sitting in the front row of this empty room.
Thought he had it.
There's no one else to talk to here.
Can somebody run down and get a brochure for me?
And next thing I know, he has no clue.
You know what? Brush up. We'll have you back on and get a brochure. Brush up, and then you can explain the game to me.
That's blackjack. That's blackjack.
All right. Well, yeah, this casino is beyond strange, though, and I noticed that there's a lot of. As I look around the room, we have one over there. A lot of
Asian guys.
A lot of the guys that look like him, and then a lot of Mexicans.
Well, we are, Southern California. Southern California, lots of people.
But that's the only people that are playing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mexican guys and Asian guys. I went into one of the other poker rooms, and it was just all like Asian guys.
Yeah.
They love playing the poker. Love it. But, no slot machines, no... was there any regular blackjack? I couldn't find it.
There's no regular blackjack.
There's no regular blackjack. No. Thank goodness.
Could someone explain what this casino's all about?
It's about poker, man.
Yeah, but how are they allowed to do it?
I have no idea. Usually it's on some Indian reservation is how they get away with it a lot of the country. Yeah, I'm trying to talk over the buzzing, humming noise. Someone's phone.
Who has a phone?
All right, who has cell phones right now on them?
Off.
Yours is off. Off. You guys? Off. Poe? Off. Anyone else have a cell phone on them?
Oops.
What?
No, just kidding.
No one else has a cell phone?
What if it's yours?
It isn't. Mine's off.
You were just calling the person that texted you in the middle of the night.
Off.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
I know. I get a text message at 5 in the morning going, "Hey, how's it going? Miss ya."
You know what I like about this place?
What's that?
They have liquor in the front and poker in the rear.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. Club Soda Kenny, everyone.
Fantastic.
All right, so I guess we need the setup here. We're in this empty room.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like the press room or something?
No, this is what they call a overflow audience room.
Okay.
Now, in the main room where the final table is, where the people will be playing the last round of poker for the championship of this invitational, there's seats all around that, plenty of seats in there, but there's overflow audience, people that come in, want to watch it, but can't now fit into the main room. They will slowly be brought into here to watch it on these TV screens we will see. So these are just going to be people sitting here.
These are people that are going to watch poker on TV?
On TV.
There's about 100 seats in here.
Yeah. They're going to be watching it on TV with us sitting here in front of them saying stuff that they probably don't want to hear.
So there's going to be a room full of losers. And I'm not talking about people that were in the tournament that didn't go far.
Yeah,
like losers in life.
I can't really
Who watches poker on TV next door to where they're actually doing it?
Same people are watching televised fishing. And it's big.
Yeah, but I think if you're at home watching it, it's cool. You're not at the event, so you want to watch it. You want to see who wins. That's cool. But to be here at the event and then watch it on a TV is a little odd.
A little odd, yes.
It's a little weird. You're in a casino. Go, play some no-break poker or blackjack for however that's.
All right. Well, and the final table starts at what, 2?
Final table starts at 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock?
2, 3, 4?
Oh, I heard 2.
I think maybe...
I think it's 3:30.
3:15, I think.
Well, here's 5. 5, give me 5, give me 5 and a half. 5, 6, 6.
3 o'clock.
All right.
3 o'clock is what I heard.
Well, we're just getting warmed up, and
final table.
I want to thank David for fucking up the beginning of the show here by having nothing to add as far as the...
I've got plenty to add from yesterday.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know what? We can get into that.
Done that yet.
Why don't we get into that? So, Anthony's back with the show today. Yesterday was very exciting. He did the first 2 hours of the show, and then he went to table 14 to be in this tournament. Yeah. And you got to walk us through it, man. All of a sudden, you dropped your headset and your microphone, and you were off. Well,
Sat down, very nervous.
What were you thinking?
Very nervous.
Yeah.
You know, first tournament ever. I'm looking around the room, a lot of celebrities, you know. And it wasn't just, you know, slouch celebrities. There were some named people out there. The poker players, too, just, you know, legends in poker and poker players that I've seen on TV playing. And, you know, you're a fan of these guys. And they're sitting there, you know. They're in my case, at the table I'm sitting at. So it was pretty nerve-wracking at first. You can only put it to somebody as picture you're a Yankee fan, and all of a sudden you're brought out onto the field to play, you know? How would you feel? You'd be a little nervous, you know, in that whole setting, and you're looking around, and it's the same set that you see on television, same people. So
when you first sat down, from my vantage point, you looked scared shitless. I got to admit.
And then sitting there, I'm like...
And then after... But the funny thing is, I was looking at you going, man, he's trying to look cool, calm...
Well, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
exactly, and you know, in all fairness, about a half hour, 40 minutes went by, and then I could see that you were definitely much more relaxed. But at first, I could tell you were just freaking out and wanted to jump out of your own skin.
It didn't really even take that long, tell you the truth. I'm used to doing stuff like, you know, getting on stage and performing and stuff like that, and I get nervous before that. And you're like, why am I doing this? Jesus Christ, I should just go home, crawl under my bed. And then once you start getting into it and doing it, you're happy to be there, and the nerves kind of go away. But at first, yeah, very nervous. And I'm looking around the table, and what's her name? Catherine Mannheim?
Cameron.
Yeah,
Cameron.
Who's sitting on 2 chairs.
I thought she was actually smaller than she looks on TV.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, TV puts a little weight on you.
Yeah, all the rag magazines are talking about how much weight she's lost in the last few years, but she's still a big girl, man.
Yeah.
Unless she started gaining the weight back, I don't know. So she was sitting there.
She was sitting at the table. She was pretty much the only one there when I sat down. And then Min the Master came over. He's a pro poker player extraordinaire. So he sat down, and I'm thinking to myself, great. Here's this guy. He's just going to clean house, and, you know, there's no way I'm beating him. And then other people started slowly sitting at the table. I didn't recognize a couple of them, but then, you know, a couple of them were just, you know, Annie Dukes, who is a very famous poker player. You know, she's very good. Yeah, cute girl, notorious, just really good poker player. And you know, I just started trying to get into a rhythm, you know, and I stuck to my strategy. I wasn't going to jump out there and be too aggressive at the beginning. And I lived through a couple of people getting booted out and stuff like that. So the strategy worked. It worked very well. I won a few hands. It was very exciting, you know, putting a big bet in there and watching someone like Min the Master just back down and fold his hand, and I, you know, rake it in. Felt pretty good, you know, at the tournament. And after a while, the blind bets, the mandatory blinds, and the antes started going up. Now, if you can win enough hands to keep yourself even to pay for the price of just playing, which are the antes and the blinds, that's fine. But as the time goes by, these antes and blinds go up in value. So now you got to win more, so you got to be a little more aggressive. I was getting shit cards. No excuses, it happens, but I really was being dealt crap. The only pair I was dealt the entire time was a pair of 9s and a pair of 7s. That was the only pocket pairs I was ever dealt the whole time I was sitting there. So I was getting some pretty crappy cards. I decided to play an ace-5 suited. Figured, what the hell, you know, I got to start being a little more aggressive. So I put in, and this was when, what's his name? Yeah, Phil Gordon comes over. He had sat down, which made me just go, oh, Jesus Christ, now I know it's completely over when Phil Gordon sits down.
So now you got 3 professional poker players at your table at this point.
He comes over with a stack of chips and goes, hey, is there an empty seat here? Like, oh, Jesus.
Did he really say that?
Yeah. And he sits down, and, you know, it's Phil Gordon.
Well, you got to explain, as people were getting eliminated, then they would add, you know, bring more people onto your table.
Yeah, so you weren't eliminating a whole table. They would just consolidate tables.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a couple
just
of people
so people
left
know.
at one table.
Yeah, so
they would throw them at the empty seats at some of the other tables. So I decided to play the ace-5, and Phil's playing. I bet. Flop comes out. It's an ace, a queen, and I believe a 10. So now I'm sitting on a pair of aces. So I figure I'm going to slow play it. I want to see what he's got maybe. So I check the bet. He comes across and bets $2,000. So I'm like, screw it. I got a pair. I put $2,000 in. Next card comes out, doesn't help me at all. I'm still sitting on the pair of aces. I have one, and one is in the middle there. Community cards. And Phil puts in a shitload of chips, which would put me all in. Now I'm forced to either fold or put in my entire chip stack and see what happens. I opted to fold out.
Oh, see.
Now
that's
thinking to myself,
poker.
You know why I folded? I was assuming
That's a very smart move.
I was assuming I had a pair of aces. It's not that good. I'm assuming he probably had that queen and an ace. So he's sitting on 2 pairs.
I understand that, but my whole personality,
right.
I would not be. I would have to play it out.
In hindsight, I'm thinking I should have played it, but
really,
I folded. So that cost me a couple, put me on tilt a bit. I was a little flustered. I had blew a couple of grand.
You should have been able to at least lean over to Phil and go, "Come on, man, I'm an amateur. Tell me, did you have it?"
No, I couldn't, and I'll never know. I'll never know.
That's what I can't handle. I mentioned this a bunch of times yesterday. I would have to know what the other guy.
Yeah.
It would drive me nuts not knowing what he had.
It did all night long. It drove me nuts because all I've been doing is going over my head like, God damn, I should have played that hand. I had the pair of aces. It was on the board. I'm assuming he had 2 pair, but who knows? Maybe he had queens. Maybe he assumed because I checked after the flop. Maybe he assumed I didn't have the ace. And since he had the queen, which is the next highest there, maybe that's why he was betting. And I could have, should have, would have. You just never know. So I was a little flustered from losing a couple of grand there. The blinds, like I said, are getting higher. I really don't have much time, so the next hand is dealt. And I'm dealt what is called Big Slick, Opie. It's the ace-king. I have an ace-king. Suited. Yeah. Suited. Very good hand to start with. I'm looking at my stack, and I'm like, got to do it. All in. Go all in. The flop is just crap for me. It's all low cards. The guy I'm playing against, I don't even know what his name was, but we both lay our cards down. I had that. He had a pair of queens. Boom, lays it down. So now the only thing that could help me with the next 2 cards that are coming out is an ace or a king. And just didn't happen. 3 comes out and a 6. Just crappy low cards. And that was it. That spelt my demise right there. Big Slick equaled Big Dick once again. I hate Big Slick because it never fucking works for me.
Did you think about this last night? Because I went out 5 minutes before Anthony. Anthony lasted 5 minutes longer than the guy from the World Poker Tour.
Yeah.
So hats off and kudos to you.
No, Anthony did great. Just really fast.
I felt fine about my performance.
We ended the broadcast yesterday as you were pretty much going back to the table, and I think it lasted another half hour after that.
Yeah.
So
a little while. I felt good about it.
And after the broadcast, I went over to your table to really check it out because I really couldn't because I was trying to keep the clusterfuck that was our program yesterday under control.
I heard.
But as soon as the show was over, I ran over because I was really curious and to check out your progress. And then I looked around the room like, oh my God, there's like 8. I think it was at least 8 tables completely empty.
They had cleared out a lot of tables.
Man, my pal Anthony did quite well here.
I felt good about it. It got my feet wet in tournament play, which I had never done before, and I could definitely see me doing something like that again.
I was going to say to the audience, that you heard that, audience. Yeah. Anthony will be jetting all over the country now for poker tournaments.
I think I'm going to,
He's got the bug, I guarantee it.
I'm going to get into it a little bit.
Anthony, what did you do over the weekend? Oh, I was in Foxwoods.
A little tournament.
Little tournament? I guarantee you're in now.
It's fun. It's very exciting. It's like a thrill, man. The adrenaline rush you get when you're playing these hands and when you beat one of these pros, and that's what I said was my goal, is just to play a hand and maybe beat one of these pros out and have that that rounders moment, and it happened, and it was very cool, a lot of fun. I had a great time,
Yeah, very good. It was a lot of fun yesterday to check out. So
a lot of celebrities and.
Well, now we're down to the final table today. They're going to be broadcast. They're going to be doing that whole thing later on this afternoon.
Yeah.
So, David, what else you got?
Well, there are a couple things. Did you learn the cardinal rule of tournament play? Because I got bumped out with a pair of aces and a pair of threes, and the reason
I had 2 pair aces and threes. Now you got to play it.
Well, half the time you should play it and half the time you should fold it. It's very difficult to fold.
See, I can't
to fold 2 pair.
Were there a pair
on the flop? No.
On the flop,
No.
I mean,
there was a 4 on the flop. There was my 8 and my 3.
So now you're like,
so the only thing that could beat me would be 3 4s.
Right.
So I go all in against my better judgment, because I know that the key to tournament play is not gambling. You're not gambling in a tournament. You're just trying to stay in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you see a lot of these pros fold early, and you're going, my God, I won that hand from them. But again, they're just trying to stay in the tournament. Yeah. They're trying to keep their chip stack up. And sure enough, the guy had 3 4s. 3 4s.
3 4s.
So I
would
went
he
out.
have 2 4s in his hand?
He had pocket 4s.
Jesus,
he had pocket 4s. But the highlight of the day, I don't know if you caught this on ESPN, in their top 10 this morning, they showed James Woods going out.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you very much. Sent James Woods' ass packing. And he needed to go home.
Really?
He was a little cocky. I mean, he knows a lot about poker, and he plays in all the tournaments.
Wait a minute. You sent him packing?
He went all in against me. I said, and it was like 25 minutes into the tournament.
What was the hand?
I had 4 spades.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking to pull a flush on the river, and he showed a pair of 5s. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, he didn't have a big chip stack. I'd like him to stay. It's kind of cool playing poker with James Woods. So I went all in, throw him a little bone, and sure enough, I got the spade flush.
Nice.
And he got up and he half-heartedly shook my hand. And Stephen Collins from Seventh Heaven, of course, y'all TiVo that.
Of course.
Stephen Collins was there, and he said something like, "Wow, I wish you could have stayed longer, Jim." And I gotta jump in. So I go, well, you beat the traffic. So that hurt, which hurt even more.
Grind it in a little. Let there be no mistake, man. If you're one of the celebrities playing in this thing, you don't want to go out. It's not like, well, I'm James Woods and I'm busy anyway and I have stuff to do. These guys are very competitive. They want to stay in. Their dream is to be at that final table and continue playing.
Well, that's like Deacon Jones was out in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, Deacon Jones was talking smack yesterday on the show.
Yeah, because you were on the show at that point. Deacon Jones is talking smack big time. He's pissed off at someone that was just trashing him in the LA Times sports section. He was like the first paragraph of the coverage of this tournament, and he's like, all pissed off. I'll show him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think he was the first guy out.
Who?
The whole tournament.
He absolutely was the first guy.
Deacon Jones was the first guy out of the whole tournament.
Really?
After he was talking all that smack on our program.
He was at the table next to me.
Yeah.
I had Tanya Roberts at my table.
Oh, yeah?
And, she was the 5th or 6th Charlie's Angel. I don't remember. And she got to be close to 50.
Yeah.
And she's been to the factory a couple of times, but she looked
still
great.
Looked good?
I don't wear sunglasses at the table. I hate people who wear sunglasses at the table.
Yeah.
I could have used sunglasses because those things were just poke him in the eye the whole time.
Oh, really?
She was on the other side of the table.
Inadvertent little look.
She may have never played poker before. That's how.
Well, I was talking to
innocent she was.
talking to. I think you were still doing the show with me. I was talking to Kelly Packard from Baywatch and Ripley's Believe It or Not, and basically admitting, like, if there was a hot chick at my table, I would have problems. I'd be too busy, taking looks and stuff, and I would be distracted.
Scoping it out.
And then you're like, are you pretty much trying to say that women don't have any skill in poker? And I'm like, well, I don't know, but I know I would be looking.
Like I really meant that.
I know.
There was more under the bus tossing yesterday than ever before.
It was one of the greatest shows we've done as far as just leaving people out to dry.
So hanging everyone out to dry.
All right, David Stein, thank you for stopping by. You'll be around walking in and out.
Try to find the rules to that goddamn game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
maybe
your goal.
We'll play after. Maybe after the show.
I'm hell with
we'll
fish.
Go down there and play.
I'm great with fish.
And war?
Did you hear me yell Uno during the tournament? That was me.
Right on.
That was me.
All right, we're just getting warmed up. We're in some weird back room, but we got a good program here for you guys.
There's a poker table back there too that I hear maybe we might be able to get some cards going.
Yeah, we can get something going on.
Yeah, we're going to shuffle some cards over there.
All right, Ben, what else we got going on today? I know we got Steve's porno guy here.
Yoshi's here.
I know.
Better known as Yoshi.
Can always tell when Yoshi shows up, there's a stack of pornography.
Yeah, we'll get into that
table.
next. And
it's like Christmas for Steve. He gets all excited.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of things to get to. So why don't we take our first break and we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony program. We're broadcasting live from the World Poker Tour at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, California. And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program, broadcasting for the World Poker Tour at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, California. Yes. We'll get the energy back into the show now. I wanted to ask him one question. I didn't expect a 20-minute conversation. Jesus. All right, anyway. A lot of fun, though.
Where's Jimmy? We missed Jimmy today.
Well, Jimmy is on his way to Houston for, his gigs.
He's very busy with his gigs.
That he ended up promoting ad nauseum.
Oh, did he?
Dude, don't ever leave me again. Don't ever leave me again. I mean, it was fun.
I had to play some cards.
Jimmy, he's great at what he does. We all know that. But as far as trying to concentrate and helping me out, knowing that you weren't around, because there's a whole chemistry thing you and I do.
Sure.
There are so many times he would just leave the show to get a celebrity photo.
No, you're sitting there doing the show.
I'm doing the show.
You figure somebody to bounce off of would be Jimmy. You're talking, and he just takes his headset off and walks away.
As soon as there was a celebrity, there was one point where I'm doing the show by myself, and I'm asking Ben or Steve or somebody, "Where's Jimmy?" "Oh, he's over there," because he saw some actor.
Oh my God!
And he thought that was a perfect opportunity for him to
run off and get a picture taken.
Yeah, and I'm like, shouldn't that be like your third priority?
Show should be first.
Show should be your first but it's not with him.
Mm-mm.
He's got 3 other priorities before the actual show. Number 1 is to get laid.
Right.
And if that means leaving the show, he will do that.
He'll do it.
If he gets a call on his cell phone while we're doing our show, even in New York, he will get up and leave. He won't even tell us where he's going. He'll just leave.
True.
We saw that happen in New Orleans. All of a sudden there was he was negotiating lap dances during the commercials and stuff, and next thing you know, we're on that balcony. I'm like, "Where's Jim?" "Oh, he's getting a lap dance." We're broadcasting. That was the whole reason we flew down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
But he's a sex addict. So he had to get that out of the way. Addictions usually get in the way of work and family and things like that.
So that's number 1. And then number 2 is celebrity photos, without a doubt, which yesterday was a complete nightmare because there were so many celebrities around. It was ridiculous.
He was foaming at the mouth,
also,
Jimmy.
I would turn, I'm talking to Joe Rogan, who did a great job on the show yesterday, and then I'm turning to get Jim's comment, and all I see is his headset sitting on the table, and he's off and running to get another photo.
Well, at least he had Rogan there, who I heard was just an animal.
Well, yeah, he
taking all advantage of satellite radio.
He understands what satellite radio is all about, and he wanted to see how far he could go. And then the other thing with Norton is if he has to take a leak,
he just gets up and goes.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Mid-conversation a couple times.
No waiting for breaks.
Yeah, mid-conversation.
I think he figured there were enough people there that maybe you wouldn't notice he was gone. There were enough people with the headsets on and microphones in front of them that he could leave, and maybe you wouldn't notice.
It was fun. It was definitely fun because it was a different type of show. But to do that day in and day out, forget it. And then you have Rich Voss, who doesn't have headphones on, and he's starting his own radio show during the show.
There were 2 shows at once going on.
And so at one point I just yelled, "Do you ever fucking listen?" I'm just like a babysitter here because we're getting into some kind of conversation. It was me, Rogan, and one of the celebrities or something. And I as a radio guy, I'm like, wow, this is good. This is going to be a good 10-15 minutes of radio. We're heading in a nice direction.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Voss is talking to Norton about some silly thing that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, and they're not listening to what I'm. And I was like, are you kidding me? What, Ben?
We're talking about getting photos because then
Voss
that's
got
what it was
excited.
about.
Right.
Yeah, Voss was getting photos.
Yeah, because Voss is the one that and then they're discussing how they're going to get the next photo. Okay, I'll go up to him. All right, is the camera set? Yeah, the camera set. Okay, make sure you don't cut my head off.
And meanwhile, you're having a whole different conversation.
Yeah, and then after the photo's taken, then they have to show each other. And I'm like, that's great, guys, but we're doing a freaking radio show, you idiots.
What jackasses.
So Norton's, in the air right now. He's going to be at the Houston Improv, so,
There you go. Go down there and see him if you're in Houston.
And with that said, he killed on the show yesterday, I know.
Yeah.
So I don't need the listeners going, well, blah, blah, blah. He did great. Joe Rogan is just amazed that, Norton pulls off that celebrity interview thing over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
A better reaction than we've had in New York. He goes, why are they even going to answer him? He's just amazed by the whole bit, just amazed.
Yeah.
And then you had Deacon Jones. You went back to the table. Deacon Jones comes back on the show, just completely hammered.
He got knocked out really early in the
You haven't heard
tournament.
the show yet, right?
No.
We almost had him whip out his dick.
Ooh,
Why? Why not? He said he had a 15-incher.
Come on.
I swear to God. It's not a gay thing. That's like that's a freak show that anyone wants to check out. You got a 15, incher. So I go, yeah, let's see. He goes, you want me to whip it out? I'm like, you're teasing the wrong freaking radio show. Because you know how some guys will, I'll whip it out. I'm like, well, go ahead.
Pull out the old Deacon.
So then he backs off a little. Then Voss pulls out his Polaroid of his penis.
That he carries around.
And then Deacon's like, what? He was all just like, what? And then I go, well, Deacon, I got to be honest with you. I've seen his dick. I've seen his. And then all of a sudden, Deacon Jones, I don't even know if it, it was the last thing that was said on the show yesterday.
Right.
But all of a sudden, Deacon just looks around the table like, what? Is this a gay show? He just was out of his mind.
And that was the last thing that was heard on the show yesterday?
I think it got in.
Funny.
I think it got in. I think it was pretty much the last thing. And then he was frightened of Norton. He thought Norton was going to kill his whole family or something.
Opie?
Why?
What?
You weren't fortunate enough to see my penis yet.
No, the other way, Kenny.
Oh,
you are
sorry.
big and stupid.
My penis is tattooed.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
It says okay, but when it gets erect, it says Oklahoma.
Can someone take his headset off, please?
Wait, why would it say okay?
Because then it gets erect, and then there's a lot more room for
You would think, though, it would be OA, and then when it got erect, you'd see Oklahoma, everything in the middle.
I went to a real good tattoo artist.
It's the dumbest joke.
I know. He was filled with dumb jokes last night after we got out of here. I decided, we're walking down Melrose, and Kenny decides that I'm in danger or something. So he's in this big, huge white van that's, 30 feet long.
Yeah.
And every time, I would look across the street. I'm walking Melrose. It's all the cool shops and stuff. And
he was tailing you in a van?
Yeah. And parking across the street, just giving this creepy stare.
Oh, God, what a freak.
He was cruising for I don't know, middle-aged boys or something. It was creepy, right, Ben?
It was funny. He'd smile, you'd look over, and he'd smile and wave at you, and then you just always look behind you, and he'd be a half a block behind us.
Then we're jumping in stores and stuff. We get out of the stores thinking nothing of it, and then he's across the street at that location.
With binoculars?
Yeah.
Well, you had a long walk, so I didn't want, you had a ride on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Very nice. Nice guy.
And then he probably got your friend Jay evicted from his building last night. Kenny proceeded to beep on the horn for about 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, we were all just getting very, very silly.
Yeah.
Very, very silly after the program yesterday, but
we got in the elevator and to go back upstairs, and Steve was pointing out how Ben had to just rush to get a drink somewhere after the show.
That wasn't true at all. I went shopping, Steve.
You did? Shopping for a drink?
Oh.
You did?
I thought he was doing the 100-meter dash to the nearest bar, so I was just like, I am so tired, I can't do that.
No, that whole gossip thing that Ben is known for is starting to rub off on Steve. Yeah, Steve gets all
the second
his...
we got in the elevator, that elevator door shut, and Steve's like, well, there goes Ben sprinting off to
We all jumped into the van and went up to Melrose.
Okay.
First of all, Steve,
I almost bought a $172 shirt. I was out of my mind.
Stop it.
I swear to God.
There is no way you
We were at the
would've put
Fred
the bill for
Siegel?
that.
Yeah, this is L.A. There's plenty to do. I have plenty of friends here. I didn't want to go back and sit in the hotel like you and Jim sitting
I was
down waiting
tired.
for your porn shoot.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I'd check out a porn any day. I'd give up a drink to go watch a porn shoot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that porn thing didn't work out.
We're all a bunch of weirdos. But let's go back a little bit. Then we had the whole Ed Asner thing. If you're just tuning into the show today, you missed yesterday's show, or you're just getting XM satellite radio, I guess we'll replay yesterday's show over the weekend. You got to hear the Ed Asner thing. That he hated me. He told Ben and Norton to get rid of that fucking wasp, meaning me.
You blew any chance in the future of ever having Ed Asner on the show.
I don't know. We hugged at the end, though. He gave he gave me a big bear hug, but
it was then he told Jim. Jim got several photos with him for some reason. He had to get different angles with Ed Asner. But then after he hugged you, he told Jim to get rid of the fucking wasp.
Yeah. And then
was he being all political and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Then Jim, Jim decides that he's a liberal. I'm like, Jesus. Because I'm thinking another perfect opportunity to have a nice exchange here. Because everyone knows Ed Asner, Hollywood type. He's
a bedwetting liberal.
He's as left as you get.
Yep.
And Norton, he leans pretty conservative, more conservative than he wants to admit. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking, here's a great 10, 15 minutes of radio, and Norton's like, yeah, I agree with everything you say, Ed. I'm like, oh, These guys were killing. They were killing me yesterday, Anthony. I'm like, what is killing me?
So everything with Ed Asner left off nice though.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed you weren't there for that because the whole Lou.
Oh, I would have just been
And I was about to attempt Lou. I was going to attempt an impression. I'm like, what am I doing?
Do the whole interview in this voice. Okay, Lou.
Yeah. And then the biggest surprise from yesterday's program was that professional poker player Daniel
Negreanu, yeah.
Yeah, he stopped by to say hi to us. He got kicked out early. You beat him. You beat him in the tournament. You lasted longer.
Well, I lasted a little longer than he did.
Yeah, whatever. And we've learned that he made $4.5 million playing poker last year.
One of the most successful poker players playing.
Well, he was bragging and telling us all about that.
Yeah.
And then it came up that he was distracted or something, and he broke up with his fiancée or something like 3 days prior to the tournament. And he said something like, I just wasn't feeling it today, or I was just here for fun or whatever. He wasn't
right.
He wasn't expecting to go.
So he's
far.
a little bummed about his chick, breaking.
But he broke up with her. So then Joe Rogan brings up a really good point that
Rogan just this is the wrong thing to say.
But most people, as humans, even though you're done with an ex or whatever, you don't really want to be visualizing them banging somebody else,
Right.
And that would have been good enough, but Rogan's like just getting over the top.
Details.
The script. Yeah.
Details.
There's some guy, bending her over a chair, and she used to
I
be
heard
a
about
chick.
Gorilla sex.
just more and more descriptive. Yeah. And then I have to add the final point, and I go, and Daniel, he's black.
Yeah.
And he was smiling and kind of going with it and stuff, and we thought we had a pretty good interview with him. We were just having fun. And then I guess on his blog, he just
ripped us apart.
He destroyed us. Destroyed us on his blog. I guess he didn't have the balls to confront us live on the program yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Kenny might have to deal with the problem back there.
Why? What's the problem?
I don't know. That guy's pointing over here. And
He looks like a maintenance guy.
Oh, really?
Are we being loud?
Huh?
Leroy, see you later.
Jesus, Kenny.
What? I know the guy.
Oh, my God. No, you don't.
You shouldn't be calling an Asian fella by that name.
But I'm sure the O&A Army will go on this guy's blog and make a few comments themselves.
Well, I just wish he had the balls to, kind of confront us. I mean, Ed
Asner
Asner had no problem. Ed Asner looked me right in the eye and says, I will never fucking do your radio program again.
Yeah.
Well, Ed Asner's known as a gruff guy and stuff like that. Daniel Negreanu is a poker player. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
He's like one of those very personable, he's got a good personality, nice guy. He probably figured he would laugh and smile his way through to the end of it, get off, and then oh my God, I will never, do that again. And he was probably taken aback a bit by some of Joe Rogan's and your comments,
right.
Opie, to tell you the truth.
Well, your girlfriend was saying that he was shaking after the interview.
Yeah, after the interview.
Because I'm looking at him
a little bit.
I shook his hand. We went to break. I'm like, hey, man, that was cool. Thanks. A little different, I know. But, thanks for being a good sport or whatever. Because I wasn't trying to kill him like I was trying to kill Ed Asner. I thought we were all just on the same page having a little fun with it.
He was... Yeah, shaking
after the interview.
And
speaking of which, going back a little bit, the Ed Asner thing. You know how I like to try to get people uncomfortable in the studio. That's one of my things. But with Ed Asner, he was getting the best of me. I had my poker face. I do have a really good poker face, but not when I'm playing cards.
Not for poker,
right? I can't play the poker. I'm looking at him, and we're going at it. Sort of. It's good. You're feeling the tension. My forehead started just dripping sweat. I have never had that happen on the radio show before.
Really?
I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna get the best of me. He sees in my eyes that I'm crumbling here.
You know something? I just saw the phone screen up there. Somebody is saying that you were calling yourself Anthony.
Oh, yeah, during that? Oh, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I forgot to tell you that, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I forgot, yeah, he hates you. That's right.
Great. So Anthony from the Opie and Anthony show is the idiot that was...
I forgot to mention that part.
And what were you pointing at me saying, Opie's playing cards?
Yeah, of course.
You son of a bitch.
You said it 10 minutes ago. Yesterday's show was all about just throwing people under the bus. And it didn't matter if the person wasn't even here to defend himself.
I wasn't even there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that. I forgot,
thanks. Great. Nice that I know this now, just in case I ever bump into Ed Asner.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm Opie.
I forgot to tell you that. Hey, can we say hi to Joe Rogan? How do we do this?
Eric will do it.
Oh, Eric could do it back in New York? Hey, Joe.
Yo.
Hey, what's up,
There
Joe?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Are you coming by today or what?
Yeah, I got a flood in my basement. If I can make it out of here within an hour, definitely.
Yeah, you got to do a little more radio with us because we got to take advantage of the fact that we're in L.A., man. Because you were a lot of fun yesterday. Did you hear what happened with Daniel after that interview?
Yeah, I read it online. What a cunt! What a little cunt that guy is. He was laughing with us and joking around, and then he gets off and they were rude and vulgar. What a little fucking bitch! I cracked a little joke. A
little joke, dude. You were so graphic, and honestly, I don't care. Everyone knows that. But I'm reading him a little bit. I'm like, all right, he's going with this. This is fun, whatever. And I just told Anthony, I don't know if you were listening. I hate people that don't confront us back. You know, he was going with it like it was all cool.
Well, that's not his style. That's not his style. He's, more of the, no conflicts with him. He's a nice guy. He's known as like a mama's boy kind of guy. And I think he was put in a position that he didn't know how to deal with it, so he figured he'd just laugh his way through it and then post on his blog how he was ripped apart as he sat down.
It was no big deal. I actually told him what I honestly feel. Like, when I break up with a girl, the first thing I worry about is her getting just fucking plowed by some other guy. That's like my biggest fear.
Who doesn't think of that?
What makes me think of that?
No, who doesn't think of that?
That's what I said. Even though you're done with that person, you really just don't want to be visualizing that.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons why I don't break up with chicks.
But Joe, you were like, she's having gorilla sex, and
listen,
it was amazing. You were basically like,
did you bring up the fact that she might have taken it in the ass?
Oh yeah, it was like some other guy who has probably a bigger dick than you stretching around. I'm like, Jesus, Joe, what's up?
Well, you know what? That's what I think of. I mean, that's what every guy thinks of. Your worst nightmare is, you go, you're never going to get better than me, baby. And then 2 nights later, she's getting stuffed into a corner of the couch.
Yeah.
She's getting plowed.
And then I mentioned to the guy and picture that this guy's black, and he just wasn't into it anymore.
Oh.
I'm trying to find
go with the black angle. That's probably what tweaked him.
Yeah. I'm trying to find what he wrote about us on his blog, but
Opie
Steve
playing
can't
the
find
race
it.
card.
You go to Whackbag, man. They had a whole discussion about it, so it's on there. But anyway, Joe, it was so much fun having you yesterday.
It was so much fun being there, man. I definitely would like to come again. And if I get out of here within the next, I have a flood in my basement. If I can get out of here within the next half hour, I'm coming down.
All right. Well, it's not raining anymore. It's not going to rain anymore out here.
No, the problem is my basement is it's like at the bottom of a hill, and all the water from the ground has like seeped in from the months and months of rain. It's really bad. It's a mess down there.
You guys are insane for living out here, man.
Oh, it's great. Besides that, I mean, this is a bad year, but other than that, it never rains, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hot chicks.
Yeah, hold on, Joe, because we're trying to find the blog, but you got it? Oh, okay, here we go. So, he's talking about the tournament yesterday. I'll read this word for word for everybody.
Okay.
So Daniel writes on his blog, on the way out, I did the most disturbing interview I've ever done.
Disturbing interview. The most disturbing.
Ever. Some satellite radio station asked me to do the show, so I obliged. I sat in the chair, and the radio host had no clue who I was and knew nothing about poker. but we openly admitted that. Remember, Joe? We're like,
what's the big deal?
We're like, you're some famous... All right, whatever, man. But then we were impressed when he told us how much he won last year.
The only guy who knew who he was sitting playing poker. Yeah. That was me.
We're not going to fake it.
Of course.
I could care less,
I understand.
About the guy. They asked me a few questions and then went off on a vulgar exchange that was absolutely appalling. I'm a poker player, and they wanted to do was curse about nasty sex and random garbage. I found the host to be extremely rude and vulgar, a welfare version of Howard Stern.
Welfare version. I'm on welfare, Robin.
Meanwhile, we were talking to the guy. We were very complimentary of him, and I said, look, congrats for having the balls to seek that out as a career. That's awesome. We were saying a lot of good things to him. Just one thing. He was talking about he broke up with his fiancée.
Yeah. And the Ed Asner thing will go down in history as one of the classic O&A moments.
He called you a destroyer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why a destroyer?
That was weird. He was goofing around, sort of, but not really. It was like a weird thing.
He was basically saying that I don't like people being happy. And I have to just make everyone uncomfortable.
Ed Asner's very perceptive. Ed Asner's a very perceptive man at his age to be able to pick that up in no time. Wow.
Hey, Joe, did you stop by the Comedy Store last night?
No, I didn't. I had some shit I had to do.
They were teasing that you might be there last night. We went there for a little while. We saw, what's his name, the guy that's been on Johnny Carson the most, that's there every freaking night.
Every night for 40 years.
Argus?
Yeah, Argus was there, Anthony.
Yeah.
Argus was one of these old timers that used to do Carson all the time, and I think he's still thinking that he's gonna be on Leno. He dresses up in his suit every night and does his hacky jokes. It was just awful.
Well, he's there for the farmers. The
Farmer.
Yeah. For vacation, the tourists.
Yeah, there were a group of people from like Kansas enjoying what he had to say. So.
There always is.
But
so, if I can get out of here within the next half hour, I'm definitely coming down.
All right, Joe. Yeah, we'd love to see you again.
I had so much fucking fun. It was awesome. It was a blast.
Joe, I think I think we got to talk. I think things are going to be happening with our little channel here, and I think you need to do a little more radio.
I would love to do it. It sounds awesome. Let's do it.
All right, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Later, man.
Joe Rogan, everyone.
Heading to pump out his basement.
Yeah, so that was Daniel. He just did not like us. And
yeah, wow. And I like that as the most disturbing interview ever that he's ever done. And and
he was so pissed that we didn't know who he was. Whatever.
You know why? It's at a poker thing. You're funny. He's so pissed that no one knew who he was, but whatever. If we went to a radio event and no one knew who we were,
right,
we'd be a little miffed. Just a little miffed.
But that ain't happening anymore.
But I'm saying if it did.
You're
at a poker event.
Thanks to a fine couple that had sex at St. Pat's Cathedral, everyone knows who your pals Opie and Anthony are.
You would probably be the first one if we sat down to do an interview.
Right.
And the guy said, look, I have no idea who you guys were. You'd be the first one to go, whatever, dude. You would be so fucking pissed off. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I have no clue who you... It would be instant attitude.
I don't know.
Yes, it would.
I don't know, man.
And the guy that we're at a poker event, and he sits down to do an interview, and you guys have no clue who he is.
No clue. And he's like the top guy. He's like the Michael Jordan of the sport. Right, I don't know. I thought he was some scrub. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I understand what he walked into, but, I'm not sitting here as his defender, but Jesus, you got to understand.
It's kind of like, we're at the NBA All-Star game, broadcasting live, and LeBron James sits down. Who are you?
Yeah.
What?
Who? What?
Oh, all right.
Who are you?
I guess you're making a good point.
He's not going to go, screw you, man.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in myself, though, because Jennifer Tilly sat down.
Yeah.
Still very hot in the face, but her body just had all sorts of things happening. And me,
really?
And Rogan's just a pig.
Rogan,
he's just a pig when it comes to women, and we're both looking and we're kind of critiquing her in front of her, but because it's so loud, and if you don't have the headset on,
yeah.
So we're saying stuff to each other. I don't even know if it made the air really. And then she's posing with Jim for photos, and another time where Jim just decided he needed to leave the radio program.
Leave, of course.
And I just wish I could have commented on it.
She told me she's an XM listener. She's got it in her car.
Yeah, but she doesn't have it hooked up yet. She just got it.
Oh, so you can say.
But I'm kind of disappointed I didn't kind of go at her a little bit.
The gunt that Rogan.
Yeah, did that make the air? I don't know.
I don't know. I heard earlier today.
She's taking. She's taking pictures, and I go, check that out. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's what we call a gunt. I'm like, is that the West Coast term? Because back
East Coast we call it bunt.
Yeah, we call it bunt.
It's the belly area. But he says gut.
Gut. Yeah. So, all right. Well, why don't we take a break, Anthony?
All righty.
Maybe do some real radio. A lot of interesting things happening in the papers and stuff, and there's nothing happening in this empty room.
The phones have come alive.
Oh, you know what? We haven't talked to our listeners in a couple days. Maybe we'll do a few phone calls next.
And for some reason, the phones, at least with that last phone call, seem to work better than when we're at the studio.
Right.
Because Joe Rogan was able to hear us, and we were able to hear him.
Oh, and people are asking for the Gangster Fag song. Do we have that CD still? Oh, you weren't around for this either?
I was around when Rogan came and showed us.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
And talked about what it was all about.
Well, someone's going, what happened to Gangster Fag song? We have to play that when we get back in New York.
Yeah, we don't have
access
here.
Yeah, so we got it, and we'll play it on Monday's show when we're back in New York City. But why don't we take a break? It's the Opie and Anthony program broadcasting from the World Poker Tour at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, California. That break was about, what, minute and a half?
Oh, plenty of time to do everything. I like it. This is a lot more organized than it was yesterday, our setup here today. You're not tripping over my headset wire behind you. Everything's taped down.
Yeah.
Very good job today. Yesterday was a little wacky when we first got in.
I love that type of radio, though. I love the chaos of it all.
Guerrilla radio.
This is kind of like, I don't know, we're sitting around waiting for things to happen, and we're professional broadcasters, so we will make things happen.
Here we go. Opie,
what is this?
These are the people. Is there an outside thing? No one can hear when I talk. Okay. These are the people that are coming in.
Yeah, they just opened a door and there's...
To watch the poker on television in this room, Opie. Look at the collection of farmers.
Yeah, these are the losers that couldn't get in the main room.
Right. So now they're going to sit here mere feet away from us and watch us do this friggin' show until the TV comes on?
And they're going to watch, and then they're going to watch the...
For 2 fucking hours they're going to sit here?
And then they're going to watch the finals on TV later on.
Hey, can't we put on cartoons?
Well, look at them. I don't think
God.
I don't think they have the brain capacity to watch anything else but cartoons.
This is going to be a room full of coolers that are just going to sit here.
And just stare at us. Well, Kenny, get the wireless mic ready.
Oh, we're going to have to talk to a couple of these people. I've been a poker fan for my whole life.
Let's say hi to Duke in New Jersey on line 1 as they let more of these zeros in.
keep it a little low.
Hello, zeros. Duke, what's up?
Yo, man, what's up? Some great shows today. I love clusterfuck shows.
Thanks, Duke. We had fun.
Well, listen, that guy yesterday, the interview was going well, and it's a really douche move for him to go back and do that to you guys and post that up.
He was shell-shocked.
Well, you know what?
That doesn't matter. He could have defended himself right there then, you know?
Yeah, I don't have respect for people like that. I mean, it's one thing he didn't enjoy the interview, decide just go with it, and then, end of the interview, he goes about his life, but then he went on his blog and then trashes us. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
No need for that. No need for that, because you know what? That guy wasn't probably plowing his wife.
It's too bad, because I thought the guy was cool. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought we were getting along, and it was...
I can't believe he made $4 million playing cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I made $4 million playing Go Fish. Nah.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Give yourself the car crash.
Yeah, thank you, dude, because we don't have it here, so... wow. What are they doing?
They're bringing in...
Canada sucks.
Why? Oh, that guy's got a...
yeah, he has a Canadian T-shirt on.
They have to, register to come in here and all
that. They have to register to come in?
They have, paperwork and all
that. Are you kidding?
Release forms for the TV.
What? To watch it? Well, they're not going to show they're not going to bring cameras in here.
Well, I think they're doing anything they can to discourage these ugly people.
Maybe. Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe if some of the audience in that room has to leave,
yes,
they fill the seats up with people
You're absolutely
here.
Right.
So they fill out release forms and then they can
You're absolutely
back
right.
in. But this is like the last room they're going to go to get people from.
Holy crap, look at that guy.
Yeah, this is, I don't know.
We should get some...
Is this some kind of work release program they got set up today?
Oh, my goodness.
He's got his name on his jacket.
Michael. Anyway,
like
all right.
An extra from Goodfellas.
Yeah, exactly. And that guy's guilty of something. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Not you, you.
They're bringing more in.
Oh, my God, look at this old lady.
Oh, now the old ladies.
Hey, Toots! Sweet cheeks!
Kenny, know which one you got to do?
What?
Kenny has the best gag. We're walking... Well, he didn't do it yesterday when we were all hanging out on Melrose, but we'll be walking down the street, and then he'll just yell as loud as he can, "Hey, tough guy!"
Yeah.
"Hey, tough guy!" And then he waits to see who's going to acknowledge that he's tough guy.
Who turns around, right?
And then the guy will turn around and see this monster of a man, Kenny, 6'5".
I got to give somebody else credit for that line, though.
Who?
ADC.
ADC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
he used to do that?
His gag, yeah.
Wow.
And
where did he steal it from? Come on.
Through his people, I invited him on the program today.
Yes, you were very gracious.
Oh.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see.
And what about, I heard maybe Jay Mohr.
Who knows?
But I heard yesterday was a definite.
He has no excuses. We're not doing morning radio.
We're in L.A. It's afternoons. There's no excuse for Jay not to be here.
Why don't we say hi to Vanilla Thunder? He's calling from California, Anthony. Vanilla Thunder, what's going on today, bro?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hi, Club Soda.
Oh, you're a fan of mine?
I'm a big fan. I was questioning.
Ooh.
Hey, wait. Can I stop you for 1 second? I just thought of something.
Yeah.
You know how we've been trying out news people and stuff? Mm-hmm. Kenny's one of the guys that the listeners like the most as far as a newsreader goes.
Did a great job.
And, we're trying to fill time here until, maybe we get some celebrities and some action happening on the program. Kenny, would you like to do some news today?
You want me to prepare some news?
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, give me a few minutes and I'll be right back.
I like how he can just do it on the road.
Can you check out the rumor that California looks like the back of Ben's legs?
Old gravy legs.
Old gravy legs.
All right, I'm punching out.
It's finally sunny out here. It's not going to rain anymore. And I hear in New York it started to snow or something like that.
They got some snow.
Like
and,
6 to 8 inches is happening in
below
New York
freezing.
City. Yeah, I told Kenny to prepare news so he would just take his headset off and shut up for a while.
And go into a corner somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Anthony. So, yeah, we tooled around Melrose after the show, and you were exhausted from playing poker. And
I was mentally and physically exhausted, Opie. I had to go back to the room. I had a couple of beers, kicked back, got some room service, and me and the girlie watched...
That's what you do when you're on the road. You turn into Howard Hughes.
I kind of, you know what it was?
Do you actually tell people that you were in a certain location? Like, you're going to go home and go, yeah, we had a great time in California. Shouldn't you just say we had a great time in the hotel?
I go out. I'll go out tonight.
All right.
Yesterday, I was shot, man. You know how it sounds all dramatic and stuff, but you get really exhausted when you're in a situation where you're really nerve-wracked and the pressure and stress and stuff like that. You get tired, so I went back to the room. I didn't even make it past 8:30. We watched that movie, Saw. Have you seen that one yet?
Saw?
Yeah, like a horror movie.
No, never even heard of it.
It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. A little creepy. I liked it. So watched that and got some room service, and then I just passed out. I was done.
Yeah.
Gone. And then I kept waking up. Like 10 o'clock, I woke up, and then 2 in the morning, and racing through my head was, maybe I should have went all in on that ace-5. Maybe I should... Like, it just goes through your mind. I can't imagine how some of these pros that really play this all the time deal with that stuff. Where you're like, because it wasn't my money, you know. If I had put up 25 large to sit at that table, I really would have been thinking about it. And I can't imagine having done that and then been out within 5 minutes and then have it replay in your head until the next tournament.
Yeah. Weren't you watching the strongman competition on ESPN?
Yeah, well, that's one point in the night. I think it was probably 1 in the morning or so. I woke up, turned on ESPN, and they had the strongman competition. And I was watching that. It was from the Bahamas. From Atlantis in the Bahamas, nice setting. And I was just watching these guys, and all I kept thinking of was the Brian Regan bit. You know that one where he's like, and they're throwing pianos up into the third floor window, and I'm just watching going, that doesn't have to be there.
Yeah.
Put that down.
Well, that's the weird thing about the strongman competition. You know, you get these gorillas, and it's not good enough to just have them like lift a lot of weights that you would find in a traditional gym. They have to make it interesting for TV, so they're lifting just ridiculous looking objects. They're pulling like, I don't know, boats and stuff,
trains, things like that.
Right.
Well, last night I'm watching, and they had one competition where they had to pick up. They had taken 2 motorcycles. I'm talking big bikes, and welded a pipe across the 2 of them. And the guy had to pick up the motorcycles and then walk a certain distance. And you see their legs shaking, and their whole body is like quaking, and they're they got that face on where every vein is popping out of their head, and they can't even move their feet. Their feet are going like 2 inches at a time trying to get across this line. And you're watching going, how the... And you're hoping to just see a kneecap just pop out and go about 50 yards
and hit some bitch in the forehead.
They welded another bar on safes, big iron safes, and they had to lift these things up and carry them a certain distance. Then they had the boulder basket, where they had a big basket that was connected on a huge pipe that had a pivot point in the middle. And they'd have to pick up this basket and walk in a circle with this huge basket full of boulders. And it's the same thing. And I'm amazed some of the guys can really do it. And other guys can't get 10 feet, and they all look the same.
Yeah.
They get their huge leg muscles, huge arm muscles, and you wonder what makes it so some of these guys can do it and others can't. But
steroids.
Yeah, the roids. But it's so funny to watch. And then I'm laying there, exhausted, like, I can't watch this anymore.
Right.
These guys, they're making me tired.
That's cool.
Sick show, yeah. So I woke up a couple times during the night, but then I'm ready tonight, though. I'm ready to go out.
We got to do something cool tonight. Excuse me. We went to Barney's Beanery last night. World famous Barney's Beanery. It's on Fountain, I think. It's pretty close to...
I never heard of it.
It's pretty... Well, you should know it.
Yeah.
It's the last place that Janis Joplin drank before she died.
Oh, well, then I still have...
I learned that when we did the Graveline tour one year when we came out to L.A.
Is that thing still going?
Dude, last time I was out here about a year ago, and it's my favorite thing to do. I did it like 2 or 3 years in a row when we were doing a lot of broadcasts from L.A. Basically, they you meet on a corner in the middle of Hollywood, down near like Mann's Chinese Theater or whatever, and they throw you in a hearse. And, Los Angeles is all about these stupid bus tours. Here's named very famous person. Here,
oh, yeah.
And you don't even know. They just pull up to mansions and go, yeah, that's where Sly Stallone lives. And
yesterday, he was out here getting his paper when we drove by.
And you just got to believe the bus driver.
Yeah.
You have no idea that this actual home is this big celebrity they're claiming it is.
Yeah.
Like Charlton Heston lives here, and you just got to believe the bus driver or whatever. But this, it was called Graveline Tours, and you get in a hearse, and the guy had such a great sense of humor. Usually, you're in the hearse with a bunch of like goth chicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're all about death and destruction, and
got their vampire teeth in.
And then they drive all over like Los Angeles area and show you places where famous people like died.
Really?
And the first one, you're on. Is Sunset the one that goes in front of Mann's Chinese Theater?
Ooh, Ben?
I guess
I don't know.
Or it might be Hollywood Boulevard, or it doesn't matter, whatever. But the tour starts. We get at a light a couple blocks from where they picked us up, and they're like, right on this corner, Fred Mertz dropped dead of a heart attack.
Fred Mertz?
Yeah, coming out of some movie premiere. Like,
really?
I didn't know that's how he bought it.
And just right there on the corner.
Yeah, you're waiting for a red light. Now no one gives a crap because it's so many years later. People are walking with their Starbucks and trying to cross the road with their cheap T-shirts to bring back home. But
that's where Fred Mertz dropped
right there on the corner. You're like,
wow.
And I don't know, for some reason I find this completely fascinating.
Fascinating
and
stuff.
Then they stopped by this really kind of creepy house, and it was like the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz.
Yes, Glenda.
Glenda. She started getting really, really old, and she didn't want to live anymore. So she, I think she was in her 80s or something.
Yeah.
These stories go back 2 or 3 years, so maybe I don't have all the details. But basically, she was getting up there in years and just didn't want to, die of old age.
Right.
So one day she decides to put on her, her best like cocktail dress that she probably wore at a lot of Hollywood parties.
Oh, when she was all hot.
Yeah, movie premiere.
By,
and then she
Clark Gable.
She proceeds to get her makeup just right.
Yes.
And then she places a plastic bag on her head and ties it nice and tight around her neck, and she kills herself this way.
What a horrific find that must have been.
And I'm like, cool, where are we going next?
Oh.
And then it was everything from like where Marilyn Monroe was found.
Yeah.
And
John Belushi, they do that.
Oh, yeah, the John Belushi thing. Actually, that's where we should go.
Really?
That's great for celebrity sightings. Chateau, whatever, Marmont or whatever.
Yeah.
You go in the back. That's where the celebrities hang out, man.
Really?
Yeah, there's a great little bar back there. The cocktails are excellent. And celebrities, that's where they go to drink and stuff.
Think how annoyed Jimmy would be if we came back with the celebrity photos that he missed because he had a gig.
Yeah, last time I was in L.A., I was back there, and the real tall chick from Third Rock from the Sun was there.
Oh, really? That
I forgot her name.
Thing, yeah.
And then
you're forgetting the huge celebrity we saw last night at the restaurant. One of the guys from the Real World.
Real World.
Which one?
Real World, Las Vegas. Yeah. And also Barry Sobel walking outside. Yeah, I mean, you just walk L.A. and you see celebrities all over the place, especially this week because of the Oscars or whatever.
Right.
So then the tour continues, and for some reason they wouldn't take us by, where O.J. did his thing.
Why not?
That was off limits for some reason. And then
probably the neighborhood.
And then we're driving through like Beverly Hills, and they're showing like where Bugsy Siegel used to live and this and that, and I started noticing that all the locals in Beverly Hills just beeping their horns and giving the finger to the hearse.
Really?
Because on the side it says Graveline Tours, the phone number and stuff.
They don't like
They hated this tour, and maybe they finally got it shut down with some stupid wacky law or something. I don't know.
It's not around anymore?
No, because like I said, I was out here last year. I wanted to go on it again. I was turning people onto this tour forever. I mean,
it sounds like something fun to do.
Yeah, anyone that would come out to Los Angeles, I'm like, you got to do the Graveline Tour. It's amazing. And I'm trying to remember some of the other just really interesting ones. There was one more. Anyway, all right. Well, getting back, so Barney's Beanery, we pulled up front of that, and I guess that's where Janis Joplin was drinking, the night before they found her dead.
A million years ago.
And also, I guess Zeppelin used to hang out there when they were in town, things like that. And it was just a cool little, bar, and we ate there last night and had some beer. They had beer from all over the world. And then Kenny was telling his racist jokes to Jay, and Jay was laughing his ass off, and... I had some Vietnam beer. It was pretty good.
Vietnam beer, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then went to the Comedy Store and saw Jay London and a few guys and called it a night.
I heard Jimmy had some fun last night, too. Gotta get him on the phone.
Yeah, we're trying to call him right now. We keep trying.
He made a little faux pas, I guess. With some
Wait, what happened?
He went to Jerry's Diner, which is a couple blocks from our hotel.
Yeah.
And he ran into Forrest Whitaker, which he got his photo. But then there was another guy that he called the wrong name. Steve, what? Yeah. Steve will know the answer. But of course, Jim got his photos.
Yeah, Jim always on the prowl for the photos, so I guess he's at this diner.
He was at a diner down the street from the hotel, and I guess he saw David Keith.
David Keith. Now, we remember David Keith from An Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah, the
he's
white
the guy that hung himself.
In the closet.
Yeah, in the closet. And he was there. He's been in a lot of stuff now, too. You see him pop up in, like, the new Outer Limits episodes and things like that.
He was in Daredevil. Fairly recognizable guy. Yeah. And Jimmy walks up to him and says, "Excuse me, Mr. Swayze, can I have your autograph?"
He calls him Mr. Swayze.
Well, because he panics.
Yeah. He is the worst. For someone who loves pictures with celebrities, he is the worst at it. Because he doesn't know their names. He's all awkward. He looks like a stalker.
He turns into a little kid.
Yeah.
He just panics.
Oh, Mr. Swayze. Swayze? How do you mix that guy up with Patrick Swayze?
You shouldn't, ever.
No.
They're totally different people.
That's Jimmy, though. That's Jimmy. And then he got a Forrest Whitaker?
I guess Yoshi was saying they hung around. They were milling around the diner. They all wanted to leave, but Jimmy would not leave until Forrest Whitaker got up and left, so they could cost him.
It's a nightmare. I mean, the whole Metallica thing I went through that we've talked about on the air, it's a nightmare. It's not even fun.
What if you want to leave?
You can't, because he drives to make sure that you can't leave.
Oh, so then he drives. You're stuck with him.
I was stuck at the Meadowlands, whatever they call that place these days.
Continental Airlines.
Like for 2 hours after the show.
What an ass.
Dumbest move ever. Jim's like, I'll drive, no problem. We were, figuring out how to get to the Metallica concert. And sure enough, we were there. We walked out of the arena with Metallica because Jim had to wait to get Lars's photo.
That's why I don't let anyone else drive. I go where I want to go when I want to go. That's little Jimmy's way of making himself feel better about himself, is taking these pictures.
Right.
And it's an obsession with him, as demonstrated yesterday, because he just forfeited the show. Oh yeah. At many points to get these pictures.
It was just ridiculous. Yoshi brought us some porn.
Yes.
Did you guys get to direct that porno last night?
No, of course not, because yet again this porno chick flaked out. A flaky porno chick, big surprise.
Yeah, wow, an independable porno girl.
The kick-ass was paying her, too. I mean, there was no reason for her to bail, and she completely bailed out. So, but we do have that whole vag pump, that vacuum pump that I'm lining up girls that are interested in trying it out.
Oh, we're gonna have girls doing the vag pump when we get back to New York.
When we get back to New York, yes.
Oh, the one that makes it all swollen.
Yeah. Oh, makes it look like a monkey's ass.
Yeah, it looks like a baboon, a mandrill ass.
Like a man. Yeah, I was thinking mandrill ass.
Look at this DVD we got called Ripe, Opie. Oh, what's with that? That chick is fat, and maybe that's why Ripe. She's all big and bruised, like a big ripe banana.
Yeah, she looks awful, absolutely awful. But
it's porno.
There's porno for everybody.
That's right.
Could he have given us one that hasn't been watched 100 times?
Hey, Yosh.
Jesus, look at all the scratches on this one, Yosh.
Scratches or crust?
It's scratches, unless they were.
What people do
unless
after
the porn chicks were, cutting their lines on the back of this.
Is it scratched? Is it scratched up? It'll work.
It should be working fine.
Yeah, it'll work. Don't worry.
Take a look.
Yoshi, you're the man.
Wow, yeah, that's just been used.
The guy just keeps bringing us porn after porn after porn.
Great.
I have a pile of porn at my apartment. I've watched one of the movies. I got 100.
Oh, you got to watch all of them.
That's the gay one I brought for Noah, but because it's gone now.
We each have.
Oh, there's a gay one for.
We each have face fuckers.
That's gay.
A bunch of discs.
That's gay.
And it's gay. That's good stuff.
Let me see.
All right.
Let me see mine.
And then
which one?
Just fucking
this one.
Yeah, face.
Thank you. Here, I'll take care of Anthony.
Fresh meat. That one's a good one. Wait.
Thanks, Kenny.
Fresh meat 19.
Yeah.
To that. And then
Euro domination.
Euro domination. I'm not into the dominatrix thing. I'll take fresh meat.
Well, we'll bring the porno back to New York and add it to our collection. So
there's also he brought a shopping bag the other day when Jimmy and I were hanging out with
little
him.
Kids in bathroom stalls.
Exactly. It's got to be twice the size of any regular supermarket shopping bag, and it is filled to the brim with porn and porn magazines and DVDs. And
thank you.
It's fantastic.
We love our smut.
We certainly do. All right, well, we don't have much action here today, unfortunately.
No.
We're in this weird back room, and We're waiting for the festivities to begin. Hopefully some celebrities will stop by and say hi.
Kenny's working on his newscast.
Yep. He's
got
just
that
about
to look
done.
forward to.
Kenny, you didn't look at the New York paper, though.
No, that was the first one I did. I got the
All right.
headline news.
You got the headline news? All right, very good.
Wacko Jacko. Is Wacko Jacko in your newscast?
Oh, yeah, he's the top story of today.
Yeah, all right, you got the top stories. Michael Jackson, that's good. We'll do it after the break, I think. Unless you're... Yeah, I want you to practice a little bit. I want you to practice.
Spontaneous.
All right, and Ben, who do we have stopping by?
Vince Van Patten's coming over pretty soon
To talk about more poker. Great.
He's finishing, he's finishing
Terrific.
up taping.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
talk
Kenny-
about what's going on with the final table today.
Kenny got him with you dropped something pretty bad on the way into the building.
Yeah, he mistook me for a poker player.
Yeah, he thought Kenny was one of the guys at the final table. He goes, "Hey, you finally made it."
Yeah, he goes.
And Kenny's like, "Yeah, why?"
Yeah, you made it. Wow, all shocked and stuff. And then we got Lemmy from Motorhead coming in.
Lemmy from Motorhead
And
supposed
then
to
we
be here.
also got the gang that does the clown porn.
Got the clown porn guy supposed to be stopping by. We might get Billy Zabka, the blonde guy from Karate Kid, is supposed to be stopping by as well.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Cue up the Karate Kid music.
Wow, we're breaking out all the A-list celebrities
That's
for the
right.
Opie and Anthony program today, huh?
That's right.
Jesus.
Shot our wad yesterday.
God.
Oh, Rogan might come too.
No, I know. Rogan.
Oh, that's funny.
Knowing Joe, he's on his way because the guy just can't get enough of this satellite radio.
He loves
Can't
it.
get enough. Well, this is the Opie and Anthony program. It's like one day it's just an amazing, chaotic cluster F, and the next day we're sitting in a
Opie,
room
you're
waiting for
wrong.
stuff to happen.
Every day is amazing.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny.
What about getting Kenny to interview some of these rubes that are sitting there?
Well, once we get this room filled up a little more, yeah.
Gotta interview Michael over there.
Once they sit down.
Yeah, why don't you talk to Michael, Kenny, before we go to break, see what he's about. Yeah,
Okay.
Get the
Here I go.
Oh, jeez. Jesus, Kenny.
He's
hurt
very
somebody.
eager to please, Kenny. He drops
Testing. Is this working?
everything. That's working, Kenny. Identify yourself and get him...
All right, here goes Club Soda Kenny's in the back of the room.
Excuse me, fellas. I'm Club Soda Kenny from the Opie and Anthony Show, XM Satellite Radio. Can I ask you guys what you're doing here today?
I came to watch the show.
And what's your excuse?
I came here to make some money gambling.
Really? You look like a fucking loser. Listen, where are you from?
I think I'm from my mom.
Originally?
No, secondhand.
All right. Listen, what's your name, Michael?
You're not too bright, are you?
No. Oh, you know I'm big and stupid. Where are you from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
You got a nice suntan. Did anybody ever tell you that? Speak. It's radio, stupid.
I think I'm falling into something here.
You think?
No, I've never had that comment before.
All right. Say hello to everybody over there.
Hi, Mom.
All right, thank you, Michael.
All right. Thanks, fellas. Good luck here today.
Wait, what is he saying?
Thanks.
What was he saying?
He said,
He told me to keep my day job.
Never told you to
Oh.
keep your day job.
Well, I don't disagree with him. Let's say hi to Bob on the phones, Anthony, before we go to break
Jesus,
here.
I'm mortified.
What happened? Oh, Vince is coming over too? Good.
Here comes Vince.
Hey, Bob, what's up? Bob.
Bob, what's
Hey,
up, man?
Bob, you're on the radio. Let's go.
Hey, Opie and Anthony, I just talked to, just was listening to Sean Hannity, and people are apparently firing him up about your little conversation with Ed Asner yesterday.
Oh, really? Well, because Ed Asner was on the program yesterday saying how much he hates Sean Hannity.
Yeah.
And that he's a puppet for the Republican Party, something like that.
Not a big fan.
He said mannequin, and I go, Ed, what's a mannequin? I was just being a dick.
Puppet.
And we
Ed Asner's
defended.
the biggest friggin' dope in the world.
We defended Sean Hannity. We said that we don't necessarily agree with his politics, all of us anyway.
Yeah.
But we like the guy.
I know, and he's actually going to be looking, I guess, to call you guys to get a copy of the tape, because apparently he's been trying to get Ed Asner on, because apparently he gets people on there all the time that, you know, don't share his views and pretty much makes them look like asses because they're willing to come on, but I don't know if this is one he's going to get.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if Sean's going to want to
Yeah.
play our interview with Ed,
No.
with Ed Asner. I think he does a different show than us. So.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
We got Vince here.
That was a Who Cares phone call. Vince.
Vince, there he is.
Vince Van Patten.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we got the list right here.
There it is. Table position and everything.
You're all showered and ready to go. We saw you as we were getting here. You were in your sweats. It looked like you just worked out. need a shower?
You know, I woke up. I played a little poker last night, and then I woke up and needed to get a workout, so I ran around the casino. But this is a tough neighborhood, so you don't want to go too far away.
Right.
So I was running around the parking lot, and that's when you saw me sweating.
Yeah, we talked about the location of this place yesterday.
Yeah.
A little scary.
It is.
And we got lost on the way over yesterday, and Kenny was our driver, and he pulls over to ask for directions. I'm like, how stupid are you? All the signs are in Spanish at this point.
I know, but I just want to say, Vince looked good all hot and sweaty.
Hey, but you know what? If you're a poker player, you know, who goes outside? Okay?
That's
you
true.
can be trapped in here for 5 months.
Right.
You know, who sees the blue of the
The
sky?
action's inside the casino. How did you wind up doing yesterday?
Well, you know, I played the Invitational. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So many celebrities and the top poker players of the world. I mean, it was like a freak show putting them together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who was crashing whose party, but everyone had a good time. And long story short, I finished about 50th out of about 200.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
You know, it doesn't matter, because if you don't make the money as a poker player, who cares? You know,
Right.
if you're 10th and you don't collect, you're more irritated than if you got knocked out first or second.
How'd you get knocked out?
An uneventful hand.
Really?
When you get whittled down, the blinds get so big. It was like 5 and 10,000.
What are the blinds?
That's what happened to
For
me.
automatic bets you have to put in before you look at your cards. And as the tournament goes on, they increase in size so that it doesn't. People can't just wait for a perfect hand. So you're forced for action. So the blinds got so big, the action was so big. I just came in with 6-4. I had to, because I had no money left.
Right.
And I got grinded away. I didn't get lucky. Bounced out. But you know, they got 2 celebs in there. I mean, VIP, Mr. Buffer's in there today.
Yep.
You know, and
Tom Everett
Michael
Scott.
Buffer?
his brother, Michael
Buffer's brother.
And he's a great announcer
You're going to
himself.
say, let's get ready to play some cards.
Yes.
Oh, good one, Kenny. Jesus.
I didn't want to overmodulate.
Good. You did a fine job in broadcasting that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he's a sort of celebrity.
Yeah, he is. And then, you know, we got this. No, he would be
You
a
think you
VIP.
could bring him over for an interview?
Probably, you know.
Now, Tom Everett Scott is he was in that American Werewolf in Paris or something movie. So he's been on a few shows. He made it to the final table. That's a pretty big thing for one of the celebrities.
Let me tell you something. All the pros like to stick around and like wink at each other and go, hey, you know what? We're all going to make it to the final table. The celebrities can't do it. Every year, celebrities gotten in there.
Wow. Yeah.
It's because there's a lot of luck in poker. In a one tournament style game, there's a lot of luck. And anyone can get lucky. And, you know, this celebrity proved it.
Do you know how Cameron Manheim did? Because I know she was doing very well at the table I was at early on. She took out a few guys, had a nice stack in front of her. And I don't just mean her belly and boobs. But, look, I know that's a little... Kenny, why'd you say that?
I'm sorry.
And
Vince is looking at you. Because he wants to say, I guarantee it, but, you know.
That's okay. And how did she do to you?
Cameron, I think, you know, got bounced out. I don't know.
Bounced out. Is that a joke?
I guess. But I don't know exactly where she finished. But
Okay.
It was impressive. There was a lot of stars there yesterday. A lot of fun.
Very good.
You know.
I got knocked out. I guess pretty early in the game, but it was a lot of fun. It was my first tournament. I had a great time, but you know, there's only so much you can do when you're sitting there with professionals like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you feel intimidated by them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no. You know, I'm sitting there, and Phil Gordon is treating me like his bitch, and you know, how am I going to turn that around? It just ain't going to happen. You know?
Yeah.
That guy is. Forget about it.
Did he make the final table?
No, he didn't.
He got knocked out?
Obviously, he didn't. But
He's just another bum the next day.
doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it. Chris Ferguson, good to see him at the final
A
table.
world champion, Chris Ferguson. You know, he hasn't made a final table since he has short hair, though. You know, and now he has hair down here. But no, it's great to see him in a World Poker Tour final table. You know, brilliant champion. People love this guy. Alex Bennis, also in there, of the Bennis brothers. They're a great poker playing family. Let's see.
Who's your pick? Who do you think is going to go?
You know, you usually go with the chip leader. Johan Sorakis from Sweden has the most chips at this point, but I'm going to take a shot. I think Chris Ferguson is going to get lucky.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. You know, kind of the favorite.
Now, Chan Chang is a guy that plays in the biggest side games in the world. He'll play in games where you win or lose $500,000 to $1 million a day in the side games.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, he was playing this.
Where do you play these side games?
They're going on in the Commerce Casino right now.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was walking through that room, and it's oof.
Some of those guys are playing for major bucks downstairs.
Oh yeah, you got Phil Ivey, and Gus Hansen down there playing, and Doyle Brunson playing for $500,000, $1 million a day.
It's insane.
And Chan is one of these guys that he was in the tournament and he was just saying, hey, I'm doing pretty well, but the side game's going on downstairs. I can make millions in that. So he tried to dump off his hand and lose, but he got lucky with it, and he's made the final table.
And he's kind of bummed.
I guess so. But then if you make the final table, it's on TV. Makes up for it.
It helps your exposure.
Gets your exposure, popularity, and then all of a sudden you're doing endorsement deals.
But guys are really playing for that much down there in that cheap-looking casino?
Yeah, they really are. And right now...
I thought it was just some bums.
No.
Heads. If you go down there right now, you'll see Gus Hansen and Phil Ivey. They're head-to-head. They're playing heads-up in a game. You play for $4,000 and $8,000 bets each card.
Wow. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That's hardcore, heavy-duty, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
How's your famous family doing?
We're not quite as famous as we used to be, but a few decades ago we were a little more famous. But no, we're all doing well. We're healthy, thank God. And
we weren't going to bring that up.
My father, Dick Van Patten, still playing tennis. He's 76. He's still acting. He still plays tennis in the morning, jumps in the ice-cold pool, and then goes to the racetrack in the afternoon. So he's very happy.
He keeps his pool ice-cold?
Ice-cold, yes.
Wow.
Gets the sweat, jumps in the pool. He thinks that's, it is great for you.
Yeah, but you can't have fun in your pool.
He does.
It's not about fun.
He does, though.
But then you got the racetrack after, so he's doing great. Yeah, everyone's doing well, thanks.
Any more of those? I remember watching a few of the late 70s, early 80s, some of your movies there, some of those horror slasher movies that you were in.
Thank you, yes.
I'm trying to remember the name of one, the one where a group of young people hanging out in the mansion.
A very original story.
You're describing every horror movie.
Exactly.
Jesus.
But you're right.
I bet you someone died.
Hell Night.
Hell Night. That was the
Linda
one.
Blair, myself, and
right.
And guess who was on the set as a grip? Came up to me and said, "Oh, Vince, it's nice to meet you. I just want to get in the acting field." I said, "Yeah."
Chris Jesus Ferguson.
No, Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Working on Hell Night as a grip, and the rest is history.
A young Kevin Costner. Wow.
Great guy. Nice guy.
How did you bite it in that movie?
I was like the third one to go. No, the fourth one to go. And I just got, every movie's like that. But I thought I had him, and I got all excited, and then wham! They did something horrible. I think it was a ice pick or something.
Didn't you used to do a bunch of those like Battle of the Network Stars things too?
We did a couple of those. Yeah, our family did.
I remember your dad was always involved in those things.
Yeah,
and those were always. And Lou Ferrigno is trying to get the canoe across the thing, and then here comes the guy from Chips. And that's great.
Yeah, they're fun shows to do.
Yeah,
there should be a comeback of that type of show.
There certainly should, right?
Yeah.
You're a little busy hosting this, though.
Yeah.
Very popular, man. This is really taking off.
It's fun. We travel the world on the World Poker Tour.
Vince, I got to tell you something. I don't get the whole watching the final table on this TV.
From the venue.
Now, here's the problem, is that you're not going to see the cards today. They hold it off. No one gets to see the cards.
That's rough.
So it's a big difference. If you were seeing the card, you guys would really be happy. I mean, you'd be seeing it, you'd be saying, hey, I could do that.
I love the show.
When you don't see the cards, it's not
quite as interesting. But these people are going to sit in this room to watch it on TV. I don't get that.
Because they're degenerates.
Thank you. Thank you.
Finally,
someone honest on our program. I love it.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
That's what we were saying.
We're not watching the cards.
We were saying, look at these people coming in to watch poker on TV.
Yeah.
So we're not
doing the actual event live next door.
We're not going to know when a hand is folded if they were bluffing or.
You're not going to see the bluffs unless they show it.
Yeah, but they
don't do very often.
Do that,
but it's still great if you love poker and you understand it, you're seeing moves and you're watching on TV and these guys are getting a fan base behind them. It could be really thrilling.
When is this going to air?
It's not going to air for 4 years.
4 years. We'll look forward to that.
No, and it's about 4 months away.
4 months?
Yeah,
4 months?
Yeah, about 4 months away.
Well, the new season's kicking off March.
Yeah, the beginning of March. On Wednesday night at 9, World Poker Tour. It's a great new third season.
Mm-hmm. And, I'm psyched. I love it. I'll watch it all the time.
I never really watched before, but after broadcasting here for the last couple of days, I'll definitely take a peek now.
And it was so cool to get my feet wet in the first tournament like that. It was so much fun. So exciting to be there. To just drop. As a fan watching your show on TV all the time, to then be dropped in the middle of it and playing and turning your head and seeing people. Annie Dukes is sitting next to me right there. It's like it's insane. Where else does that happen?
You get hooked a little bit.
Oh, he's got the bug.
What are you kidding?
Yeah, you got to come back and play.
Totally hooked.
We were talking earlier. I mean, he's done now.
Yeah.
Every weekend on Monday the show's going to start. So where were you over the weekend, Anthony? I was at the poker tournament and wherever.
They need some fish's money, and I'm that guy.
Right. You could be that man. Well, we do 17 tournaments a year.
Wow.
Where are you guys located usually?
We're in New York.
Oh, yeah, I know that town. Yeah, you guys...
Small place.
We play out in Atlantic City, you know.
Yeah,
Play all,
there you go.
All right,
I'll
see our faces again.
I'll put up half the money and you put up the other half. We'll
I
go
like
partners.
it. I like it.
Bravo.
Thank you, Vince.
All right, Vince, thank you.
Good seeing you guys.
Good seeing you. We're not supposed to clap. We got in trouble for clapping before.
Vince, thanks, man.
Thank you, Vince. All right, it's Opie and Anthony broadcasting live. Thank you, Vince, for the World Poker Tour. And, Ben, what do we got? I see Mark Teich has entered the building.
Yes.
Stephen Lynch's buddy there, who helped Stephen Lynch on a lot of his songs and stuff.
He's, famous in his own right.
I understand that.
He's the Fly. Come on. He's the Fly in the Bacardi commercials.
Really?
Yeah, you ever see the fly that flies around, buzzes, and lands on the ceiling, is looking at the chicks in the room? He's the Fly.
He's the Fly.
He's the fucking Fly, man. I love that.
And he brought a couple musicians with him.
Cool.
Some guys that do some really funny songs, right? You going to do what, one or two? How many you want to do? What? All right, they're just doing sign language. Why don't we take a break? We'll figure this out.
Yes, we will.
And I think when we come back also, we got Club Soda Kenny doing the news. Ooh. Live from Los Angeles, California.
Ben trying to keep Kenny from making noises with his headset.
Yeah, because you
Kenny
drop it,
picks it up. It sounds like Edward Scissorhands putting on a headset. You can't slap that thing around, Kenny.
I'm not good at this.
No, you're not.
Hey, as we go to break, I don't know if Eric, who's back in snowy New York... Mm-hmm. Eric, by the way, it's 65 and sunny, and it's going to be beautiful all weekend.
Oh, I know.
Great
Los
forecast.
Angeles.
So nice.
Enjoy the snow. Good luck getting back to Brooklyn tonight.
And we're off for the next, until we're done until we have to get back on the air Monday. So we're going to be hanging out here in LA for a while.
Yeah, just
nice
taking it
sunny
all in.
weather. Oof.
Why don't we
Beautiful.
play a song that Mark Teich does with Stephen Lynch?
I got it.
You got it, Eric?
All set.
Eric, is it snowing?
Yeah. Enjoy Los Angeles.
Little cold out there, huh?
Just a bit.
Yeah. How much snow on the ground would you say?
Not even half an inch yet.
Yeah, so it's going to be snowing all day then, right?
And all night.
Yeah, and all night.
Yeah, enjoy the sun. Yeah. Can we go to song now?
Why? I was just fascinated by your
his weather broadcast.
By your broadcasting skills. Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, why don't we play the song and we'll continue. Thanks, Eric.
She got a smile, yeah, she got a smile, and she's flashing it right at me. She got a wink across the bar, and I know that it's meant to be. She got a walk, ooh, she walking over, and I know it could be my day. She got a friend, ooh, she's got a friend, while she's standing in her way. It's a big fat friend. Oh God, there's always big one fat friend to spoil my fun. Now baby, if it's boots you wanna knock, leave your chubbly friend at home because she's gonna block the car. Now I'm afraid of no man with any I contend, but I cannot compete with your big fat friend. So big fat friend, we meet again. You won't leave her alone. You roll your eyes, make sarcastic comments while you're sucking on that chicken bone. But that's okay, you think you won the battle, but I tend to disagree. See, I know you and your Achilles heel, and he's standing next to me, my non-discriminating friend. So what that you're a cow, non-discriminating friend, I'll nail you anyhow. I know that he's no looker and he's had a couple rounds, but with every shot of Jaeger, hey, you lose a couple pounds. Now baby, bring the evening to an end. Just you and me and my pal and your big fat friend.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program live from Los Angeles, California at the Commerce Casino. It's the World Poker Tour. That's why we came out here. Anthony did very, very well yesterday. Got knocked out about a half hour after the show went off the air.
Yeah.
but went a lot longer than you thought and anyone else thought.
I did better than I thought I would,
and had a really, really good time doing it.
Sure.
More losers entering the room here, Anthony, to watch poker on TV.
This is the bringing together of fire and dynamite. I don't think anyone thought this out.
No, not
we
at
are
all.
broadcasting in a room. There he is.
Who's that?
It's Chris Ferguson, man. He's on the final table.
Oh, wow.
You want to talk to him?
Sure. Come on over
Mr.
here, man.
Ferguson. Come on in.
There he is.
We're doing a radio show.
Yeah, come on over. Have him take a seat.
He's famous?
It's Chris. How you doing, man? You made it. Final table. This is your first final table in how long about?
This is my first final table on the World Poker Tour, actually.
Yeah. Really?
Yep. Hard to believe.
And was it rough getting to the final table?
I had to get pretty lucky.
You had to, yeah.
Anytime you make a final table, you got to get lucky.
That's true, but in the Invitational, you had some what they called a fish at the table. Anybody, any of the celebrities that were kind of pushovers for you at the table?
Not really. Actually, I didn't play against all that many celebrities. There were a lot.
You didn't?
Yeah, the tables I were at had a lot of professional poker players, and the celebrities I did
mine
play against
too.
were pretty strong.
Mine too, for some reason. I was hoping to get a table full of some celebrities and stuff, and I wound up having some pretty heavy hitters over there that made it a little difficult for me. Never having been in any tournaments before. I made it through a few hours though, which was kind of cool. I wasn't one of those out in 25 minutes guys. So, anybody you're afraid of at the table? Anybody you thinking might be?
I bust myself more than anyone ever busts me. So
And what about how many? As far as chips go, where do you stand?
I'm second in chips.
Second in chips, so that's not bad.
521,000. It's I think the average is like 400,000.
Good place to
not
start.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Now you've been playing for how many years?
I've been playing for about 10 years professionally.
About 10 years professionally. Now before it really took off on television, though, you're just another one of the poker players walking around doing this. How are you dealing with? Because you're probably one of the most recognizable poker players out there at all. How are you dealing with that?
I absolutely love it. I think it's just fantastic. I love when people come up to me, and they come up to me all the time, and it's just a wonderful feeling.
You ever think poker would have the celebrity that it has?
I never would have imagined. It's just unbelievable. I remember I won the World Series in 2000, and every once in a while, a guy would come up to me and say, "Hey, I know who you are."
Well, that was right before it really broke.
Yeah,
maybe
in 2002 is where it really took off, and so I was on TV a bunch in 2000, but it wasn't really that popular, and so every once in a while I'd walk through an airport. Every once in a while, a guy would come up to me. Now I walk through an airport, it's like 5 or 6 people will come and shake their hand.
You're like the guy, very very recognizable. So.
Yeah, I just love it. It's just fantastic.
What's the strategy?
I don't know. Just get out there, do your job. I got a job to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to love it.
Great. Well, good luck to you. And we'll be watching. We're not going to be able to see any of the whole cards or anything. I'm pissed off. I don't know how this is going to work until it ends up on TV. I'm not going to know if any of these guys are making moves or not. But
you're telling me. That's good.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's sitting there not going to be seeing any whole cards either. But good luck to you, Chris, and we'll be watching.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Cool.
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles. I grew up in Pacific Palisades, actually, so I got the home court advantage to go along with everything else.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Thanks for adding that, Kenny. Take it easy, Chris. Good luck, man.
All right, there he goes.
Chris Ferguson, man.
I guess
call him Jesus. They call him Jesus, Opie.
I think I recognize him.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know, man.
You're not a big.
Oh, where's Jim
fan.
Norton? We got to go to Jim Norton. He's on hold. He's calling us from Houston, Texas. He had to leave bright and early this morning, Anthony, to get to Houston for his improv gigs. That's going on all this weekend. Jimmy,
you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh,
Jimmy.
I can hear almost nothing. I really know how the callers feel now. I can hardly hear anything.
Shut up.
We hate you.
I want to congratulate. It was a good interview, and I want to congratulate Mike Wallace on that question as he was walking away. Where are you from? That was really good.
Yeah, Kenny's just being...
I try to do my best.
You were fantastic.
Thank you.
What a tool. Hey, Jim.
Yes.
I heard you met some celebrities last night.
Yeah. Did you tell the story?
I heard you met
the
Patrick
story,
Swayze.
What's that?
I heard you met Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, it was really fantastic. And I even said, "Hey, Patrick, can I get a picture? I'm a big fan." "I'm not Patrick." And he walked right by me.
And that was David Keith?
It was David Keith. I was so annoyed because I like David Keith a lot. I mean, you gotta like anyone that swallows a ring and then hangs himself in 1981. And
Jimmy,
I would love to get a picture with him, and I was so pissed off at myself. And stupid Yoshi is tackling, and of course he didn't know the name.
Jimmy, do you understand, Jimmy? We were just talking about him like that day.
Who?
Me and you. You had brought up the guy that hung himself in Officer and a Gentleman that same day.
Oh, I didn't remember.
Yeah, we were talking about him, and I thought you knew his name.
Well, I do know his name. I just
do you know it's not Patrick Swayze, you idiot?
Well, he does look like Swayze a little bit in person.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready to see him. And by the way he reacted, you could tell he's probably gotten that a lot because his hair's a little bit longer, and he wouldn't even make eye contact. He's like, I'm not Patrick, and he just walked by. And I even doubted him, like, come on, man, yes you are. I'm a comic. Like, I figured he'd go filthy around.
What is wrong with you?
I'm a stalker and a retard.
That is really bad. And then Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah, we were in the Jerry's. I was with Yosh and Joey Silvera and a couple of the guys. We were just hanging.
Is that the Jerry?
Is that looking over at him? And so as they got the check, our whole table got out and left, and I had the camera open. And I guess he saw us looking at him. Because then Joey comes running out like an 8-year-old, and he's like, dude, he's running out the back door. So that was right after I had the problem with Swayze/David Keith, and I ran around the corner, and Forrest saw us coming, and he was creeped out, and he started walking faster to the parking lot. And, he seems like a really private guy.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't seem like the type of guy that likes to be bothered. He wasn't rude, but you could tell he's very withdrawn and very shy. He's like a real actor, man. And so I'm like, can I get a shot with you? And he's like, I think he thought I was paparazzi. Either that or I was the guy at the end of talk radio, and I was just going to kill him right there in the dark parking lot. But he took the shot. He was very nice, and that was that.
Oh, well, 2 more to add to the collection.
And you guys
1 more.
Oh, 1, that's right. Oof.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get to do that porno thing last night, huh?
Nah, she kind of flaked out. I mean, porn chicks. I know the reputation they have of complete mental stability is actually
very dependable.
Yeah.
And they're also very dependable.
Yeah, she just could. I guess she was busy. Who knows? You know, maybe she's studying for the degree. I don't know what she's doing. It really sucks. I cannot hear you guys. It's very frustrating.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll fix that eventually. Who knows? I don't really care anymore. Jimmy. We're having a good time. I mean, it's not as exciting as yesterday because they got us in this really weird room where a bunch of people are being escorted in, and they're going to watch poker on TV while the actual event is taking place next door. It's the strangest thing.
So they're all sitting in chairs looking in our general direction.
And they're all a bunch of zeros.
Of course they are.
They're an absolute bunch of zeros, and they're just staring at us.
They don't even know.
You don't know these people, Opie.
And they don't even know we're talking about them.
Yes, they do.
Oh, they do? Well, that guy does now.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
It really is awful.
Chris Ferguson working the
hear
room.
The broadcast?
Yeah, they can. I don't care.
No, it's not like on speakers or anything, but the room isn't loud enough where they can still just hear us talking.
Yeah.
Can they hear me? Oh, they can't hear me, no.
No, they can't hear you.
Oh, no, you would.
Fortunately, leave us out to dry, I'm sure.
A lot of people liked yesterday's show, Jimmy, because we were just throwing each other under the bus over and over and over again. I told most of the stories on the air. The whole Ed Asner thing, I thought it was going to be some great radio because, you know, you're like a Republican, leaning conservative at times, and he's as left as they come, and you just all of a sudden just go, yeah, I agree with everything you have to say, Ed.
I agree. This idiot said that there was a conservative media. And I'm like, yeah, I know, ABC, CBS, Dan Rather, they're all conservatives. They agree with them wholeheartedly. Even a babbling old ass that he was wrong.
And I was telling Anthony that the sweat was pouring off my forehead because I had my poker face on for Ed Asner, but I thought he was seeing right through me.
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable.
He was getting the best of me there for a while.
Hey, I guess I don't know if it was spoken about the uncomfortable things that were written about us. And I thought we were having fun with that guy. I didn't realize there was a problem.
Oh yeah, he wasn't happy.
Yeah, we read his blog, Daniel
Negreanu. Yeah.
We read the whole blog, and you know, whatever. I mean, it's just too bad that he didn't confront us on our program, you know. Yeah,
because it was like I actually liked the guy. I thought it was a cool interview. I mean, I know Rogan was like asking him, did you ever picture like now your ex-girlfriend being gorilla fucked? And you know, that's got to be unpleasant to hear. But we all laughed about it. And, you know, we were having a good time with the guy. He just got a little bit pissed off.
Yeah.
So whatever.
A little.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, guys. I'm sorry I can't hear you.
Yeah.
This is actually one of my better phone-ins. I loathe using the phone.
Yes, we know. How do you find Houston?
It's fantastic, and I'm staying in a very nice hotel. I'm very happy. Oh, no, the flight was a nightmare, though.
Why?
Dude, it's going to sound like I'm bitching. I get my vegetable soup for my meal, so there's not enough carrots in it.
He's back in first class, ladies and gentlemen.
You didn't check to see whose birthday it was in the back and go pull him out and give him a little prize?
Not enough carrots. Oh, yeah, take somebody else out and put them up.
Yeah.
I'll never do that again. Fuck, I don't care.
Jimmy. Whose birthday is it?
If Steve gets brain cancer and has 2 hours to live, he's going to die in coach.
Hey, Norton.
Yeah.
I got to whisper. Hopefully you can hear this. You want to hear Kenny get everyone very uncomfortable in the room?
Oh, no.
All right, Kenny,
come on.
grab the wireless mic and talk to that zero with her head turned up.
We can't get
it's a room
thrown out of here again.
Of zeros.
Okay.
Ready to watch poker on TV.
Who do you want him to talk to?
Which one you want?
The woman there? Oh, no. Okay,
anyone, whoever you want, Kenny.
I'm turning around. I'm not even going to look at this. I can't.
How you
watch.
doing? It's Club Soda Kenny from the radio. Will you nice couple talk on the radio?
Sure, actually, that's my brother, but that's all right.
Really? You can still be a couple.
Okay. I'm visiting from Canada. Just flew in last night. He's living here.
Oh, no.
Flew in last night.
Yeah, and I bet your arms are tired.
It was a long flight, yeah.
What part of Canada?
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls with the water, huh? What are you doing here?
Just visiting vacation.
Yeah. Oh, you got some travel agent.
Yeah.
Okay. Does your brother got to say anything?
Well, I might be able to say something, sure. What does he like to know?
I don't know, talk.
Well, we just came over here today to see a live film of the World Poker Tour. I went once in Vegas, and it was kind of exciting. So we see some poker stars downstairs here today. And Mr. Ferguson over here was kind of nice. Got a picture with him, too.
All right, you're kind of boring. I'm moving on to somebody else. What about you, Toots? You got anything to say?
I'm really looking forward to seeing the tournament tonight. And you look pretty good yourself.
Why, thanks. You like me?
Yeah, I like you a lot.
You got a room here?
No, but I could get one.
Nice. You got to respect that.
Wow.
I bet you look good in lingerie.
I have some on right now.
What color?
Pink.
Pink. Little pink panties?
No panties.
No panties? Oh, you're a filthy animal. I like you.
Oh, I like you too.
Really? Where are you from?
I'm from Whittier, California.
Where's that?
It's about 10 miles northeast of here.
Really? And you're here alone?
Well, my husband's coming, but I could always tell him to turn around and leave.
Yeah, give him a call, all right? And I'll see you later.
All right, very good.
Wow.
All right, he copped out on us, Jimmy.
What's that?
Did you hear all that?
Yeah, who copped out on you?
Hi, Kenny. He did good, though, out there. All right, we'll let you be.
You think I don't know what that means?
What do you mean? No, you did fine.
We'll let you be. Here's what that means in the radio world. This is really starting to stink. Believe me, I don't ever recall you letting a great call be. When someone's killing on the radio, you don't ever say, we'll let you be. When someone is dying and dragging the show down the drain, you go, all right, we'll let you be, and we'll move on to something more exciting like a break.
Let you be. All right, but, don't give all our secrets away. Jesus.
Oh, that's awful. We'll let you be.
We'll let you be. That's what you say to Frenchie when he's bombing on the air.
Well,
All right, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good time out there.
All right, Jimmy.
You have fun there in Houston.
Have fun at the Improv.
All right, guys.
There he goes. Jim Norton, everyone. Live from Houston, Texas.
It's our little Jimmy.
Old Jimmy Norton. All right.
All alone. It's all alone out there.
You want to get into the news now, or you want to take a quick break? Want to go a quick break? All right, we'll do a very, very quick break, and when we get back, we'll have Club Soda Kenny doing the news for us.
So the news.
And then we got Mark Teich here with a couple of his friends that are going to play a couple goofy songs.
They're going to horrify the room. Look what's walking in now. There's some old broad, some old Asian woman, and they're going to have to listen. I hope these songs aren't too sexually explicit.
I hope they are the worst songs they'll ever hear.
And these people probably think it's entertainment provided by the casino or something for their listening pleasure while they sit and wait for the TVs to come on, and it's just going to be horrific.
Well, no, what we'll do, we'll have Kenny make an announcement to the room that while you're getting ready to watch poker on TV,
the casino has supplied.
Yeah, we got some entertainment for you.
That way they can't complain.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens, okay?
Oh, that's good.
That's the bit, and we'll do it next. It's Opie and Anthony broadcasting for the World Poker Tour at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, California.
Ew. That's disgusting, dude. He's got to wipe his fingers off. Opie's peeling an orange.
Opie's peeling an orange.
All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program.
What kind of orange is that?
It's like, I think they call it like a blood, I don't know, blood orange, because it's like red instead of orange on the inside.
I wouldn't eat that. I never saw nothing like that.
Dude, that is really rank looking.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that.
He made a little hole and it looks like you should jam a tampon in it.
Yeah, that's not a right thing.
Why? It's California fruit, boys and girls.
No, half is red and half is orange.
Yeah.
Don't eat that.
Oh my God, this is something really. This is like blood clots.
Yeah, it's got cooties.
It's got a clot in
There's blood clots in my orange. Look at this.
Ugh. Where's that nice banana I bought you?
It's over here. I'll eat the banana.
In my pants.
Yeah, let me see you eat the banana.
All right, the room is starting to fill up with a bunch of fine folks, and we're going to have some entertainment for them in a few minutes here. All right, but first,
Very
Anthony,
good.
I think we should get into the news with Club Soda Kenny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been looking for a newscaster. For some reason, Washington has decided the Opie and Anthony show needs a newscast on a daily basis. And they think we should get a newscaster. So we've been trying people out. Kenny did a great job a couple of weeks ago, I guess. And we figured we'd give him another shot here on the road, see how he works under pressure. He had to gather his newscast together pretty quickly.
XM also needs a show about cars going around in circles.
I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Hey, is this for us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at what we get.
Yeah.
Chips and
potato chips and coffee. What a combo.
Who the hell got the potato chips and the coffee?
Mr. Poe.
Ooh. All right, why don't we start the teletype and get into some news with Club Soda Kenny.
Thank you, people, but I just have to say before I get started that you guys do a terrific job of current events.
Thank you, Kenny.
I just wanted that to be known for the record.
Thank you, Kenny.
And this is like the headline news, so it's like the Reader's Digest version of things.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, because I only had like the New York Post to go through, and it's funny I got the New York Post because we're in Los Angeles, get it?
Yeah.
All right. My top story for today is Michael Jackson. There's something going on with him. Yeah, they picked a jury, and there's like a lot of mothers on the jury, so you know he's going to fry.
Well, Kenny, there's 8 women, and 6 of them are moms.
Yeah, so he's got to fry because, you know, mothers got little kids, and they don't like kid touchers.
Well, now, I've heard, on the other hand, some people think that the mothers being on the jury, the defense might be able to try to make a story that the children are fibbing, and parents will understand that their children do sometimes lie, and maybe that can be an advantage for Wacko Jacko.
You know, Anthony, you make a good point.
Thank you, Kenny.
That
I was
is
just
a
repeating some point I heard.
Compelling argument there you had. Opie, comment?
No, not at all.
No, he's eating a period orange.
Yeah. Okay. For my next story, you know the actress Natalie Portman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in Star Wars.
Yeah, she's doing something now, some new movie where she's kissing Jews by the Western Wall.
What?
I don't know. That was a headline. She for some movie she's kissing Jews by the Western Wall.
Uh-huh.
Is that the big Wailing Wall? That is a very religious site, and she's kissing some Jewish guy, and I think the locals are up in arms over that, right?
I didn't get that from Kenny. Where are you getting this news?
I guess they don't like the whole locking lips thing, because the headline is unkosher kisses.
All right, so that's the headline in the New York paper today, that she's kissing?
But you don't have any details on that story, Kenny?
Forbidden Kiss Fury, Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Memo to Natalie Portman. It's called the Western Wall, not the kissing wall. That's terrific. Why is everyone staring at me?
Because you laugh like a lunatic, and no one can hear anything but you laughing.
You know what else is interesting I saw in that paper?
Oh, wait, whores chanted dozens of Orthodox Jewish men, the paper reported.
Really?
And then the cast and crew packed up and abruptly fled.
They were chanting whores?
Yeah, whores.
Nice.
So, all right.
That's it, though? No more details, Kenny?
I don't know.
Kenny's newscast.
I could tell you a story about when I visited Israel, but I don't want to say anything off color.
Yeah, don't.
All right.
Your last appearance was...
I know.
You went too far in a joke, and we weren't happy with that.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Kenny.
So another headline is, the women are most likely to get the super AIDS. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, I did, Kenny.
Because, you know, they're the ones that have the unprotected sex.
Women, #1 AIDS threat.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I like how Opie bails me out on everything.
I'm noticing that. You're helping him a little too much.
It's kind of my job on this show. All right, go ahead, Kenny. What do you have on that?
That's it, the headline. This is the headline news.
Oh, wait, you don't have any little comments or any details on the stories?
No, because I don't have my reading glasses.
Oh, my
So all I could do was
God.
read the headlines. And I didn't have the producers to help me out with news stories like they did last time.
To make you look good?
Yeah, so I'm just faking it.
All right.
You're not doing a very good job.
How about the next one?
The next one, the Robert Blake trial. You know that Little Rascals kid?
Okay, sure.
And Beretta, of course.
Yeah. The defense rests, and he did not testify. Go figure.
The defense rested?
Yeah, they rested, and he didn't testify. So he's got to be going away for life. That's the way I see it.
This is the worst newscast I've ever heard.
Thank you. And now we'll go on to some entertainment news.
All right.
There's Paris Hilton is just apologizing to everybody about that stuff in her cell phone.
What do you mean she's apologizing?
She's like sorry.
Because her
Yeah, because like all her like stuff was in the cell phone and somebody did that.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's and now she's apologized and that's it?
Yeah, she's sorry about that because it's always her. Like everything happens to her because she's Paris Hilton or something like that. You know? And moving on, do you know they got iPods now that take pictures?
Really?
Yeah. They got a new iPod that takes pictures. And then, like in the gossip thing, I saw there's a picture of J-Lo and Beyonce double-teaming this soccer player, David Beckham. Yeah, there's a picture about that.
This isn't news. You're not doing the news.
And there was nothing
You're
going
supposed
on.
to be informative. You're supposed to inform people what these headlines mean.
It was J-Lo and Beyonce. They're just getting a picture taken with that soccer guy, David.
Yeah,
no story there.
But you got to figure, what are they doing after the picture? I'm not stupid. I can read between the lines there.
It's at the premiere of their new Pepsi commercial in
You
Madrid.
don't think he's getting in there?
No.
Come on, look at them. Beyonce and J-Lo?
Nothing going on. It's just a photo op.
He's a handsome guy. Believe me, something's going on there.
All right. Something's going on there.
Something's going on there. You heard it here first.
And now for sports. You got sports music?
No, we don't have sports music.
Well, maybe they do. Eric's good like that.
Nope.
No,
He
Eric's
went
not
back
good
to
like that.
There's a big story in basketball about Chris Webber.
Yeah, Chris Webber. Go ahead.
He went from Sacramento to Philly, the 76ers.
Kenny's sweating.
I am sweating.
Look at his forehead. Dude, he is sweating.
I'm done.
You have flop sweat all over your forehead. Oh, my God. Someone get a picture of that.
That's my newscast.
What about Randy Moss?
Who is he? A football player.
He's going to the Raiders.
I need a dish towel.
I think the Raiders gave up a first-round draft
Thank
pick,
you.
right? And then Drew Bledsoe is going to the Cowboys, playing for Parcells again.
I'm under the gun here.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny, thank you. Get ready for your big introduction.
All right, I got to go towel off.
Yeah,
man,
he might pass out.
That really made him nervous. That really worked him up. That is flop sweat coming down it. See? He did such a good job the first time. We should have left it at that.
Well,
but no.
He needs everyone around him to make him look good.
Right,
the
and
producers,
the people weren't
and the
there.
special music, and the writers, and all that. So
I can't believe he just wrote down headlines and started reading them.
All right, very good, Kenny. Let's get Mark Teich on the program here. The room is filling up with more people that
oh my God,
you would never want to hang out with.
I'm gonna take my headphones off a minute and see how loud it is in here.
All right, hey. No, they can't hear us. They can't hear us, and now I can't hear you.
There we go.
All right, beautiful.
What a bunch of losers.
Oh, you wanted to make sure they couldn't hear you?
I'm a pussy like that, Opie, you know.
Oh, all right.
I might have to sit down at a poker table with some of these people in the future now that I'm a big poker player.
Mark Teich stopping by to say hi.
How do I follow that? How do I follow?
It's very hard, but try.
No, actually, that's the easiest thing to follow in radio right
I can
there.
pretty much say anything right now.
Yeah, how could you bomb after that?
By sweating more, perhaps you could do better than him, but I feel that's impossible.
So Mark Teich, he pals around with Lynch, and they're quite successful now. Anthony doing a bunch of the songs together.
Well,
and
thanks to you guys. Thanks to you guys. I mean,
we're mere
the tri-state area
stones.
has
mere
blown up.
Stepping stones for the talent to just use to get across that river.
If by that you mean Lynch, then yes, because I'm fucking coattails. I'm +1.
I see you on commercials though.
No, well, yeah.
I love the fly commercial.
What's the fly commercial? I don't think I've ever seen
this. Please explain it to Opie.
It's a commercial for a rum company,
Bacardi,
and it's. When I did the audition, it was like I fucking won American Idol. It was
really
there were so many people auditioning for this.
Really?
And then they had no idea when I finally got it. I had no idea what I was in for. The costume was a good 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was made out of foam latex.
Big fly costume that he's in.
But I did get to go to Buenos Aires and shoot the commercial down there.
Buenos Aires.
For no apparent reason.
Why would they shoot it there?
I think the help's cheaper down there. That's about it.
You've seen this? It's like a day in the life of the fly because he lives such a short period of time that he really lives it up. He takes life by the balls, and with Bacardi, lives it up. So he's flying around. What are some of the scenarios the fly is in?
I get a tattoo.
Yeah, he gets a tat.
I get I get 2 girls and I take them back to my place.
Yeah.
I also
he's then up on the ceiling, clinging to the ceiling, looking down over his fly shoulder at the chicks on the bed and just kind of smiling.
I ride a mechanical bull.
Yep, mechanical bull.
Which meant that I had absolutely no leverage whatsoever. As soon as they start the mechanical bull, I go right off.
All that mass from the costume would just be thrown in one direction.
Ass over tea kettle each time. They're like, "Can you hold on this time?" I'm like, "I don't know. With the 3 fingers that you gave me in the foam latex suit, I'll try to hold on as much as I can." It's goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, we were watching TV, and it's like, oh my God, we know that fly.
Was it a Super Bowl commercial?
No. It was before,
but it's been played a lot.
Yeah. And it was really degrading. It was incredibly degrading, and if not bad enough that they had to put me in a costume. They're like, you don't have enough hair on your head, so we're going to staple some hair into the costume. So I have bangs.
Yeah, fly bangs.
Because flies have bangs.
Flies have bangs, sure. Flies very hairy little animals. And at the end, don't you die at the end of it?
I do die at the end, but they're like, now we want to bring you back. And I mean, so I'm every fly now. I guess I'm the every fly.
Well, how many flies? They all look alike.
So it's going to be a series of commercials?
Well, gosh, I hope so. If I can get back into that costume and get paid.
Staple those bangs back to your head?
Get paid tens upon $20s of dollars, I can...
How much do you get for a spot like that?
It goes on a residual thing.
Yeah?
But
how many times they play it?
Yeah, basically. Okay. So I did all right. I bought a car with it.
Ooh!
Yeah, it's a 72 Impala, but
dude, you got rid of that car. You got rid of that car finally?
Yeah.
Thank God. I once drove with these guys from Los Angeles to Vegas.
Really? In a bad car?
Dude, there was a slice. Wasn't there a slice in the tire or something?
It's a big tire.
You got 3 more?
Yeah, babies get caught in that tire.
There was something going on with the tire that he had to tell us all as we're taking... How many hours is it to Vegas from Los Angeles?
5.
5 hours.
Right.
Just before we start, and it's a rainy day, which is very rare out here.
Yeah.
He's telling us how bald his tire is and that it could blow at any moment, and he should have got it looked at before we went on this little road trip. So now you're sitting in the back seat. That's all you're thinking the whole time. You got the beautiful view. You're driving through the desert, and all you're thinking is this tire going to hold up?
Right.
I can't go to the tire store before I go to Vegas. I'm so excited.
Of course.
Can't wait. My knee gets all jittery.
I got to
get to Vegas.
Spend money on a tire that you could spend at a table?
Exactly.
Somewhere in Vegas?
And then we're at some really cool bar at the top of one of the hotels.
We were at the Foundation Room at the House of Blues.
Foundation Room at the House of Blues, right. Mm-hmm. And you had a bunch of guys from L.A. that went out on the trip.
Charlie's one of them. He's the one that rode in the car with us.
Oh, I thought he looked familiar.
He's the big dumb animal.
But he wasn't the guy. There was some other guys that thought they were doing real well with these 2 really hot chicks. Remember that?
Yeah.
And these girls are like, well, we're in real estate, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And these guys were convinced that they were just, that the hottest chicks in the place wanted them.
Right. And you can understand that being from Vegas, you believe everything that everybody says.
Oh, sure.
And then going back to Los Angeles and believing the exact same thing over and over again.
Right. But these guys turned me on to the real Vegas when I was out there. off the strip about 4 or 5 blocks.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, there are 2
man.
Vegases: the family Vegas and then the real Vegas.
Where you can rent a motel for $10 for the week.
Pretty much.
Literally.
Really.
Pawn shops where they shut up. Do they hear that?
Shut up. They're taking care of business.
Do they hear that?
What?
Very professional game.
Is this some kind of staging area?
I've never seen more zeros in my life.
Yeah.
I believe
They interrupted a good story.
That's how much of a loser these people are. They're actually taking a tour of the World Poker Tour.
Yeah. Touring the different rooms that people are going to watch TV in.
But anyway, then the pawn shops where they advertise, you could put up your house basically for a loan.
Really,
it's the greatest. It's the greatest.
There's plenty of places to just destroy your life right there.
There's a bar off the strip that everything's $1 in the bar. And you can buy anything. You can buy a glass. You can buy a picture on the wall. Everything's $1.
Everything's for sale, and everything's $1.
Except there, right in the middle, there's one of those children's riding toys that it's out in front of Kmart and everything like that. That every woman feels like she has to get on.
Really?
It's the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in
Did they get some kind of thrill out of this? Is there a sexual?
You'd think, but I think it's because there's nothing else except everything's $1, and they're like,
what a shithole that sounds like.
Exactly,
sounds like a real shithole.
Exactly, and I'm working there on Fridays and Saturdays. So if anybody wants to come by.
Yeah, but that was an eye opener to see the real Vegas.
Yeah,
if you ever go to Vegas, definitely go off the strip a little bit, preferably in an armored vehicle. And check out the real Vegas. It is so depressing. People walking around just delusional and hocked up on something. What's wrong?
I don't know. I'm looking at World Poker Tour people, crew members making hand signs.
David Spade and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, I think they got pissed because I screamed, "Shut up!"
No, they're trying to get the TV hooked up.
Oh, so these farmers could watch the poker on TV?
Yeah.
Great. Hey, so Mark, who did you bring with us today?
I brought my friends, the King and the Barber. They're going to do a couple songs.
King and the Barber.
King and the Barber. King and the Barber, my friend Charlie King and my friend Lance Barber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe that's interesting that it's actually their last names because I was waiting for some long involved story of why you call him the King.
Hey, can we...
one day we were in London. Nothing like that, huh? Just his last name.
Nothing.
Can we set this up so, like they're playing for the audience?
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I mean, quickly. I mean, you could just jerry-rig it. You could hold the mics and stuff.
They wouldn't hear it, though. Like, they're just going to hear them singing. They're not going to hear them mic'd or anything.
I don't know.
Our audience will hear it mic'd.
Yeah?
But they won't.
All right. Well,
I'd love for this audience to hear these songs.
Really?
See, that's really? See, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, delightful.
Well, Kenny, come here. Put your headset on.
Yes, sir?
Get all these farmers to come real close and tell them that we have some special entertainment for them.
That it's... Hey, Kenny. You know what you do?
Don't say it's a part of the...
No.
Just say special entertainment.
Special entertainment, yeah.
Okay.
While you wait.
While you wait. All right, here's the microphone so we could hear it on the radio, too.
Yeah.
Attention, people. We have a special treat for everyone.
Hold the mic to your mouth.
Yeah, his mic's not working.
Hello, people.
We need his mic on, bro. Hold on, Kenny. Jesus Christ.
Stupid mic doesn't work. They're not going to hear anyway, but...
No, it's not working.
No, still not working.
Still not working.
Give him the wired mic. Pull a wired mic off of there.
Yeah, just take one of those.
Come on in, people. We have a special treat for everyone. We have some musical guests. They're famous. Why are you walking away? Come on in. Don't be shy.
While you wait.
Come on right up. I want you to hear the beautiful songs. Come on, Four Eyes. Let's go. Come on up. All right, really? This is a special treat for everybody. No charge, because I know you guys don't have money.
Your number's 0.
No charge.
Here
we go.
I guess there's going to be some kind of lottery where they pick numbers for people to get lucky enough to get a seat at the actual final table here at the World Poker Tour.
No, they're going to get a seat at looking to watch.
Right.
To watch.
Well,
outside,
exactly. Yeah. All right, so who do we got, Mark?
This is the King and the Barber.
All right, the King and the Barber are going to sing a couple songs for us today.
Hi, guys.
What kind of songs do they play?
Why don't you get up in that... They do some country songs, little country ditties.
Uh-huh.
Very folky.
They do folk music?
You like the folk?
All right, yeah, we like the folk, but one of your guys is getting strangled by his harmonica and the headset.
We'll save that harmonica.
You're going to save the harmonica? Do you need to be heard?
That's good. We could hear that fine.
Yeah.
Guitars come booming through.
Yeah, the
booming through. Is it too much?
That's good. Good.
Are you background vocals on this song?
We both sing.
All right. Well, you're going to want to get closer to that mic then, probably. Because he's got a headset, so he's going to be booming. All right, hold on. We'll throw this headset on you.
Hot stuff.
Now everyone can be heard. There you go.
Oh, wait a minute.
So new country now.
Thanks, you guys.
We don't need a mic? No, we'll get Mark a mic in a minute here. Is that working now, Dan? No, it's not working. Let me.
No, I'm going to keep it. Here
now
it goes. Here it goes.
Okay, yeah. All right. So why don't you introduce these guys, Mark?
These guys come straight out of Battle Creek, Michigan. So they're really country folk. This is the King and the Barber.
BC in the house. Yeah, we're going to start you off with a little love song here.
All right.
I think it's something you guys will appreciate.
Yeah.
And thanks for having us here at the audition.
No problem.
Very nice. This is a song. It's a love song. It's what most love songs are about.
About pain.
Love. I want to dedicate this to this song to the first woman that ever made love to me.
All right.
It's nice, sweet.
Well, the audience looks like they're coming forward now to enjoy this song, Anthony.
Very eager.
Lay your leather down tonight. Put your handcuffs in the drawer.
Throw away your strap-on dildo. Get up off the floor.
Cause I wanna love you like a lady.
And I don't want to hurt no more.
So lay your leather down tonight.
Lay your leather down.
Just pretend that you're not a whore. Take the rubber ball gag out of my mouth and the clothespins off my skin. Clean up all the candle wax that's collected on my chin. 'Cause I wanna love you like a lady, and I don't wanna hurt no more. So lay your leather down tonight. Just pretend that you're not a whore. Take those spurs that you've been jangling away from all the things that I've got dangling. Because my nipples were never meant to bear the weight of a cinder block. I'll put a ring around your finger. Take this one off my cock. Yeah, yeah. I wanna love you like a lady. And I don't wanna hurt no more. So lay your leather down tonight. Your leather down. So lay your leather down tonight. Your leather down. So lay your leather down tonight. Just pretend that you're not a whore. That you're not a whore.
Bravo.
three people left in the room have applauded that song.
Wow,
it's the King and the Barber.
We know how to clear them out, don't we?
I have never seen that happen, but there is nobody left in the room.
The World Poker people came and ushered everybody out.
I cannot believe. You know who's left? People that know us.
Yeah.
People that know us.
You know, they were getting into the song, and all of a sudden everyone got up and
left. There was a big gaggle, and they just walked out the door, and now...
The one lady that thought Kenny was hot earlier, she gasped, she went, and then all of a sudden everyone just started filing out of the room.
You know, it was great, the smiles on their faces when you guys first started. They were like sitting smiling, and their heads were going back and forth a little bit, and they were bouncing. Ooh, yeah, and then I think they heard some of the lyrics. Very nice, very touching song. Very sweet,
pretty,
sensitive.
yes?
Yeah,
Very pretty.
Very
Thank you.
pretty.
Thank you, guys.
They're saying that the mics are a bit too close to their mouths. Because you guys got one more to do, right?
Oh, we got some voices here. We got pipes on us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's when you got... All right, well, he's...
Good luck with that. He's got a harmonica. I don't think that's going to work.
Harmonica, headset mic.
Yeah. Well, Ben and Steve, I mean, we could use these mics. You don't have to really mic the guitars. They're booming. Maybe we hold the mics for them.
Yeah, true.
What do you think? Will that work better, Ant?
Or you can just pull those headset mics far away.
Hear them. Yeah. Yeah,
pull
that'll
them
work.
away and slowly.
That sound better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
though.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, let's try another song from the King and the Barber, Anthony.
There you go.
All right. This is a happy little song. It's called Apple Trees.
Apple Trees.
I hope you guys like it.
All right.
Okay. Got no apple trees on my ranch, but I've got a great big dick. 2 apples hanging from a great big branch, talking about my great big dick. My dick's so big it's got its own dick, and my dick's dick is bigger than yours. Great big goddamn hammer-headed peckers, so big you got to sleep outdoors. That's right, folks.
Sounds pretty big there, buddy.
How about you, Charlie?
Well, check this one out. Can't buy diamonds with my paycheck, but I got a great big dick. I'll give you a pearl necklace, wear around your neck if you suck on my great big dick. My dick's so big, it'll go into the kitchen, make cocktails every night. Nearly 3 feet of sweet man meat, it'll really treat the ladies right.
That's right, Charlie, one time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's Charlie King, everybody.
I'm a harmonica right there.
Okay, shh. Guys, shh. I don't write poetry, ponder time and space, but I've got a great big dick.
Oh, yeah? Well, I could sit across the room and still come on her face, 'cause I got a great big dick.
Oh, look out. My dick's so big, when I was born, they thought I was a Siamese twin. Now I tuck my cock down into my side, below the middle of my shin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like to suck my prick and jizz on my face.
That's true, folks. You know why?
Well, I heard it really helps my skin.
Got no apple trees on my ranch, but I've got a great big dick. 2 apples hanging from a great big branch. Talk about my great big dick. Talk about my great big dick.
Because I got a little dick.
Oh, we can't clap. We're not allowed to clap.
Oh, we're not allowed to clap anymore?
They're taping.
Oh, they're telling us that's the last song?
Yeah, because they're taping.
This has to be the last song. They're about to begin the taping of the finals of the World Poker Tour.
Yeah, and no clapping.
No clapping?
Because stop it.
What?
Because you're going to make problems. We're going to get thrown out. We're not going to be able to do remotes anymore. We always fuck things up. For once.
Well, how do we go? I want to go. Let's hear for the King and the Barber, and then we're supposed to do something.
And then you just go, yay.
How about?
No.
Let's hear it for the King and the.
Stop it.
No, guys, thanks.
Don't clap.
We're really disappointed.
Do you want them to just clap in their cars for us?
Yeah, let people clap in their cars.
All right. When I say let's hear for the King and the Barber, like just start clapping in your car, okay?
Right.
Let's hear for the King and the Barber.
Oh, thank you, America. Thank you, man.
Appreciate that. You hear all that clapping out there for you?
It's all for you.
All right, very good.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
That was interesting. You cleared out the room, man. We haven't had that happen before.
Mickey Rooney's here, so it's good.
All right, let me tell you, it's old Bill. Oh, boy. They put me in a place where someone kicked me in the gut. Go talk to Mickey Rooney for us, please.
Mickey Rooney.
Make believe it's really him. This guy looks just like Mickey Rooney.
Hello, Mr. Rooney. How are you today?
Wait, hello there.
How you been?
I'm pushing along.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Oh, here and there, nothing much.
Really?
Just retired. And
Yeah, but you made some great films in your time.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about him.
I know. Well, you're getting old and senile, Mickey.
That's me.
Yeah, okay. Are you enjoying the program, sir?
I just walked in. I don't know what it's all about.
We never knew Mickey Rooney was a big fan of the O&A show.
What show?
Opie and Anthony, look how handsome.
Oh, all right.
So Mickey Rooney, what advice do you have for the listeners out there?
Just keep doing what you're doing, fellas, and you'll be all right.
All right, thanks, Mickey. You here to play poker?
Every day.
Yeah? Are you up or down today?
Listen, as long as I'm here.
Yeah. What's better? Did you enjoy playing poker or all them starlets that you banged in the early years?
Well, listen, they cost me a lot of money, those starlets, but they're worth every penny of it.
Good, Mickey. You got to respect that, Mickey Rooney. Any other questions for Mickey Rooney?
No, let's hear it for Mickey. Nope. No clapping.
All right, thanks, Mickey. Take care.
Let's hear it for Mickey Rooney.
No clapping. Don't clap. You're going to get... Stop it. Stop it. They can hear that. They're taping. Stop it. No. Stop it. Stop it. They specifically said no clapping.
All right. Well, why don't we take a break? Mark, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We'll be hanging and helping us out with this awful program. Oh, yeah, of course, the King and the Barber.
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Very good job. As we go to break, I think we're going to do a song that Teich did with Stephen Lynch.
Well, you played all of my songs in 5 seconds. Thank you.
Let's take a listen to this, and we'll continue.
Yeah, I got a little tune that I'm going to sing with my buddy Mark here. I wrote this because Mark and I have been friends for a really, really long time. And I think what makes us such good friends is that we're complete opposites. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
We like different... So we wanted to celebrate the fact that we like different things with a little song. It goes something like this. I like my toast buttered, and I take mine dry. I dig the Beatles, I'm a Stones kind of guy. I have fine taste, and I like things cheap. I want to stay up all night, I just want to sleep with your sister.
What did you just say?
What?
You just said something.
I want to sleep. All right, here we go. You ready?
No, I'm not ready. I love the sunshine way,
and I want to nail your sister.
No, you just said it again. I like Julia Roberts movies.
I just want to F the S out of your sister. Hey, Mark, you would rule.
No,
hey, if you'd say it's cool, I'd go pick her up at a junior high school. Yeah, your sister. Yeah, I want to F your sister. Want to F her in the A.
I don't know what you're
and
saying.
Just see all over her chin.
Stop
well,
using
I
letters.
stick my fist
Stop
in her
that.
B,
I
and
am
I move it
serious.
around, then I move it to her A. It'd be so effing great. I'd nail her. Yeah, I want to F your sister.
Stop it. What? I want to make one thing clear. I do not like Julia Roberts movies.
I'm eating. I'm eating on the air. Great with a headset mic. Can't even pull it away.
You're outrageous.
While I'm smacking.
Eating on the air. Ho, ho. I was just in the bathroom thinking about the radio program, thinking, if we ever polish this thing up, no one would listen.
I know. Please.
I think they'd listen in to hear us struggle day in and day out to put this junk on the air.
Nah.
I mean, we were supposed to have, what, Lemmy here from Motorhead?
Hey, where's Lemmy?
He is coming.
Steve just bought him a bottle of Jack Daniels.
I just saw the bottle of Jack Daniels arrive with a bunch of Cokes.
Well, because I guess he doesn't go anywhere without drinking or something like that.
He's got to drink constantly. I don't know. You would think for a few minutes you could just put the bottle down. They said it was his people that said, Lemmy needs a bottle of Jack Daniels and some Coca-Cola with him.
Yeah. Well, Steve, what's up with Lemmy? He needed alcohol to come on the program?
Yeah, Lemmy's on his way here if he's not here already in the building. But I got a call from his manager saying, yeah, would you mind please having Jack Daniels and Coke ready? And I'm assuming he meant Coca-Cola.
Oh, and what are we going to talk to Lemmy about?
Lemmy just won a Grammy for the best heavy metal Grammy. He's also a legend.
Jethro Tull wasn't nominated this year?
Yeah, Jethro Tull wasn't nominated this year.
What did he put out that I have no clue what Lemmy's been up to?
Lemmy's actually written a lot of stuff. He, in addition to doing Motorhead like every year, Lemmy's written.
He does Motorhead every year?
Yeah, he just consistently cranks out albums with Motorhead.
Every year?
But every year, thank you. And he's written a lot of stuff with Ozzy, like a lot of Ozzy's songs. Lemmy's written.
Ozzy?
Yeah, exactly. It's a shame Jimmy's not here.
Oh, okay.
All right, well,
but he's also a legend. I mean, Jesus, it's Lemmy. He's been in the business for 35 years.
Should make for some fascinating radio. I can't wait.
I never heard of him.
Oh, really?
So, Lemmy, how does it feel to win a Grammy? Really? That's great. So,
we just do this and then pop his...
yeah, exactly.
We'll do the interview now.
And then we got, the gang from Clown Porn coming by?
They're supposed to. I don't know. In true porn form, these people are unreliable.
We do have a booker for the Opie and Anthony program, right? A booker?
Please.
We should have Kenny interview Lemmy. That could be funny.
Oh, do you guys understand that we're in Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm.
The Oscars are Sunday.
Right.
And we're teasing a Lemmy interview? And the gang from... Clown Porn?
We are centrally located right now. Very easy access to all the celebrities. And
this is the center of the entertainment world.
It's not like we're in New York and it's early in the morning and we're here in L.A.
Well, because that was the excuse. That we can't get a lot of big-name guests on in New York because we're on so early.
Right.
But we're on in the middle of the afternoon during Oscar week. Oscars week.
Where are the celebrities?
Where are the celebrities? Vince Van Patten's not a celebrity.
He's a very big celebrity, Opie.
In the poker world.
Well,
he's not even a big celebrity in his own family.
Yeah, when you're right, you're right.
You don't
what the
think
hell is
Vince
going on with this show? I can't fake it anymore. We stink.
I think I see Lemmy. I see Lemmy.
I see Lemmy, too.
That's Lemmy.
What, is he waiting for an introduction?
Hey, Lemmy!
Why don't you escort Lemmy in?
Is he waiting for an introduction?
Are those his peeps? Are those Lemmy's peeps? Does Lemmy have peeps?
Here comes Lemmy.
There he goes. Lemmy is dressed like he's just won the Civil War.
I dare you to say that to his face. Dare you.
I'll say it to him. What the hell?
I dare you. I dare you. Well, here comes Lemmy.
He's working his way in.
From Motorhead fame, and he won a Grammy for best heavy metal
Lemmy
album.
Is badass.
I know, he's badass.
I wouldn't say shit to Lemmy. There he is.
Jesus, his pants are too tight.
Wow, look at Lemmy's junk. Lemmy.
Thank you. Welcome to the World Poker Tour.
What's up, Lemmy?
Beats me.
Wait, why don't we get a headset on him because
Want a headset? Or you want? He's got his hat on. He don't need no headset. Lemmy knows mic technique. You got to get up on that thing. That's all.
Yeah, we want to hear every word, Lemmy.
Okay, man. You got it.
Wait a little bit. There you go. Yeah. Do you want your Jack and Coke before the interview?
Yeah, I want it during the interview and after the interview too.
Before, during, and after, right?
I thought you drank Maker's Mark.
That too.
That too? But Jack's okay?
Jack's easier available, you know.
Yeah, Jack is a little easier to get. There you go. Who makes Lemmy's drinks?
Do you have
a guy, one of your guys?
Bartenders.
I was wondering if it's one of your guys, because one of our guys made it, and they made it too weak. You know, we'll have them flogged or something.
Yeah, 50 lashes. There you go.
So you won a Grammy. I didn't know that.
Grammy Award
30
winner.
seconds ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm still trying to get to terms with myself.
How,
Are you doodling? What are you doing over there?
Let him doodle.
What's it got to do with you?
Are you drawing something nice?
No, I'm not doing anything really. Just a load of rubbish.
Doodling. That's okay. You'll have a Lemmy doodle by the time we're.
All right. Could you sign the Lemmy doodle? We'll put it up on eBay and we'll see how much money we can get for it.
About 5 cents.
We'll give it a try.
I'd love to make it worth putting it up there.
Lemmy, are you here for the poker tour, or you just came by to say hi to us? And what are you doing?
I'm here to talk to you.
Yeah?
You know, you're so fascinating.
Hey, we don't want to be here either, trust me.
No,
Come on. We can't wait for this broadcast to be over so we can enjoy L.A. Now your bartender is asking you something.
I know, he's trying to distract me.
We have info over here. Motorhead live at Wiltern Theater. Is that where it is?
April Fool's Day.
April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Yeah, nobody will show up probably, you know.
And the joke's on Lemmy.
Yeah.
And the rest of the guys. I notice you have a lot of, what is that, German attire on there?
No, that's Motorhead.
I know, Motorhead, but it looks like it's a very...
Guy in East Germany makes them.
Does he? Yeah, and you got the Iron Cross thing there?
That's First World War.
Yeah. Very nice. Just like your attire and the hat and everything kind of looked like almost a Civil War motif you had going there.
17th Lancers up here.
And what is that?
An English regiment.
Oh, see? I don't know nothing about that.
There you go, you see.
I'm just kind of, I know a little bit about the American stuff there.
Excuse me, Lemmy. Hi, my name's Kenny.
That's Kenny.
I've been in a coma for a few years, and these guys put me on the show as a pity.
Yeah.
And I'm just sorry. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Like what?
I don't know, a little biography about yourself. Like, you know, I guess you're into music because I hear him mention Grammys.
Lemmy from Motorhead.
Motorhead, bro.
Yeah.
Kenny.
And he did Triple H's walk-on music for the WWE.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by your tight pants. Did you get those like on Melrose or something?
No, I haven't made.
You do? Oh, nice.
He was commenting on how big your package was when you were walking up.
Yeah, when you walked up, Kenny was like, wow, look at Lemmy's junk.
Yeah.
Figured somebody would look. It was Kenny.
Yeah, yeah. But no, you got a nice look there with the boots.
Thank you.
Basic black. That's good.
Black's good, you don't have to wash it so often.
Yeah. And you're right. So is there anything else, like, you know, because seriously, all kidding aside, I've been in a coma for a few years. So
He did. He just came out of it.
yeah, and they had me on the show as a pity, so I was just wondering if you could just tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm in a
trying
band
to
called
catch up.
Motorhead. I'm 59 years old. We just got a Grammy. We've had a few hits. We've had 21 albums out. That's
21.
about it. Got an American tour coming up.
He's had a hell of a career.
59.
And he continues, yeah.
30-year career.
Still drinking like you're a teenager, right, Lemmy?
Well, I'm a teenager in here.
In the brain, you're a teenager still?
That keeps you young, right? The Jack?
I don't know. I think it sort of, you know, preserves you. Like,
It pickles you a little bit?
Yeah. In more ways than 32, yeah.
Got it. Now, I heard from our own Steve C. that you're writing a lot these days. Who are you writing for?
Well, I'm doing a solo album mostly right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've written a few songs for Ozzy, you know, in the past.
Who do you have backing you up?
Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh. Now, you remember him before you went into your...
Yeah, from Black Sabbath.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I remember back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're writing with Ozzy.
I was, yeah.
Wrote a little with Ozzy. And now solo, who you got backing you up?
Dave Grohl.
There you
2
go.
tracks with the Reverend Horton Heat.
Oh, wow.
2 tracks with The Damned. 2 tracks with the band from Berlin called Q Siskin, good friends of mine.
Yeah.
How was it writing with Ozzy?
Well, it was dead easy, really. He would do the basic track and go, but he wanted the vocals to be and send it to me, you know, and I sit back and write the vocals and send them back to him. It was dead simple, you know.
So you weren't in the same room writing?
No.
Because that would be, you know, you want to talk about reality TV, that would have been interesting to watch.
Yeah, it would be even more interesting to try and do, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ozzy's cool, you know. Ozzy's smart enough, you know. He ain't no dummy, you know. They just make him look that way on TV, you know.
I agree with you on that. It's all in the editing of those shows.
Right, man. You know, you can cut anything into anything and make it seem like anything else, you know. It's just not.
He does come across pretty stupid, and he's accepting the paycheck. So
it's his persona on TV now, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
It's a shame, really, because he's.
You watch any TV, Lemmy? What do you like? You don't watch any?
I don't watch the
No?
other ones.
Is your life just all about rocking, all about music and drinking? I can't imagine. Women too. Well, that's all part of the whole rock attitude.
That's true, but he didn't actually mention it, so I thought I'd just get it in.
Yeah, he wants people to know that he's banging women, Anthony.
I just can't. You can never picture Lemmy bored at home going, maybe I'll play some video games or something. You know, it's all about just the rocking and the babes and the drinking.
No, it's fun, you know.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do?
I recommend it.
I wouldn't doubt it. It sounds like a lot of fun.
What do you do in your downtime when you're not doing the music?
I chase women mostly.
Okay, so
on the road you have less time to chase them. See, when you're off the road you get to catch them sometimes.
Yeah. Our own Steve says he knows a lot about you. That you're into black chicks more than white girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Really?
What's the difference that makes them more appealing to you?
They're darker.
The darker the meat, the sweeter the treat.
That's what
Is that it?
Yeah.
You're not exclusive though. You'll go. There's a hot. What do we got there?
God knows.
What are you giving
Fat black women.
Steve, what are you giving Lemmy?
Yoshi just handed me.
Well, what
hey,
did you...
sorry.
Yoshi, you have Yoshi?
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Yoshi just handed me
You don't like fat
2 boxes
I don't
of
like fat girls. Sorry.
No, he doesn't like fat
You have
chicks.
to
Of
draw
black
the
girl
line
porn.
with that.
Yeah.
big black girls get nasty too, and fatty girls 4, and it's all black girl porn.
Take your fat black girl
Yeah, but
porn
it's
away. They're fat.
huge fat girls. You know.
He wants.
You don't like-
he
you
likes
want
nice
slender
slim
black girls?
ones.
I like them wiry so they can fight back.
There you go.
But that's your fetish? You like the black girls?
It's not a fetish.
Well, yeah, I guess it's not a fetish. It's just a
preference.
A preference, I should say. Sure.
Likes that. But like I said, you go with the white girls too, though, right?
Yeah.
And
Japanese.
Take anything.
I don't care.
That's it.
Thai. I just like it as long as they're female.
And they're still coming backstage at the shows, and
oh yeah.
the groupies.
You ever been with a Filipino
I don't
girl?
like the word groupies. Yeah.
No?
I have, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was with a Filipino girl last night.
Yeah.
But by the end of the night, she wasn't Filipino. She was full of penis.
Oh, that's good.
Jesus, is that awful? Your sense of humor is still in a coma, Kenny. Look, you sent Lemmy back to doodling. we were doing fine. We were having a little conversation
Yeah,
here.
I'm doing sharp edges now.
He was coming out of his shell a little bit, and look, now
What
he's back
shell?
doodling.
Yeah, everything was nice and rounded before, and now they're all
It's all
sharp-edged
jagged
and
and
jagged.
Yeah,
What have you done?
Psychologists could tell us what that's all about.
So
I
you've
guess.
ruined it now.
Or psychiatrist. War.
I actually have a
War.
Lemmy moment. I have a Lemmy moment from back in, had to be 91, 92.
Oh, the dark ages.
New York City. I was opening for you. I was an opening act in one of these clubs in New York City. And I was singing in a band back then. And my guitar player and you were drinking Maker's Mark backstage for a while before the show.
Mm-hmm.
When we got on stage, he couldn't play fucking guitar. You had gotten him so drunk.
You're kidding.
He was just a catastrophe, stumbling.
Well, I mean, nobody forced it down his throat.
No, of course not. He was so thrilled to be drinking with you that he forgot maybe he can't keep pace with you because you can really put it away, that he was incapable of
You should
playing the
never
guitar.
forget what you're doing, you know.
Yeah, so it's like playing with the pros. You can't sit there and do shot for shot with Lemmy.
Well, you can if you learn how to do it, right?
You got to start young, I guess.
Put the years in, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, he thought he was, a big man. He's doing it, and
Well, he was still a big man. It's just that he lying down a lot.
he was lying down after that. Yeah, it was very memorable moment, though.
There's been a few people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, can't quite keep up.
It's funny. There's an English band called Girl School, all girl band, right? And they are fierce drinkers, man. I mean, they're up there with us, And it's funny to see the guys they pull at shows try and drink them under the table, because guys are always this macho man and stuff, Oh, would you like a drink, baby? And Kim go, yeah,
And then they probably think they're going to get lucky with these girls.
The guys under the table, couldn't get laid if she let him,
Yeah, they probably think they're going to get lucky with him and stuff.
Yeah, really, flat on his back.
Drinking shot for shot with him. That's pretty hot, though. Girl band, all drunk.
Deadly.
Nice.
Deadly. Cold.
Back to doodling, Lemmy? No? I'm waiting for him to make something out of that, and I would hope you'd sign it, and maybe we can
what are
make
you?
a couple of bucks.
What are you drawing there?
It's a surprise.
Yeah?
It looks like an instrument
No.
from India or a UFO.
No.
Looks like some kind of something that he's going to use to impale us.
Are those teeth?
It's a very exotic junction box. Joining this and this.
Okay. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, why don't we go to the phone?
Neither have I. That's what they call them, doodles.
It's a doodle. All right.
We got a lot of fans
Lot
checking in.
of fans.
You do?
Yeah, let's say hi to Hindu. He's calling all the way from Iowa, Lemmy.
Iowa.
Oh, wait, you're going to have to throw those sort of on or to the side of your ear there. Hindu, what do you got for Lemmy, man?
Yeah, Lemmy.
Hello.
Hey, you got me?
Yeah.
How you doing?
You on there, bro?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, man, I've been having an argument with this buddy of mine for just like
over 10 years, and I saw you on Tom Snyder on the Tomorrow Show, like in '75. He tells me that you never made any appearance in the U.S. He's arguing with me. It was on the Saturday night special or midnight special with Wolfman Jack, and I know you did that show. But we just had this stupid argument for years, wanting to know if that was any true. I'm probably wrong.
This guy trying to settle an old bet that involves Tom Snyder on our show, sir? How dare you?
And Wolfman Jack.
We never did his show live. We never were on his show, Wolfman Jack. I got to tell you. I guess you lost.
Yeah, he's gone. Let's go to Travis.
You were better off before you asked me.
Yeah. I don't know why we had to take that phone call. Let's say hi to Travis in Nebraska. Travis, what's going on, man? We got Lemmy.
Hey, not much. O&A, big fan. Lemmy, love you and Airheads, man.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 seconds of it.
That's right.
I saw you actually 2 or 3 weeks ago at the Rainbow.
All right.
Yeah, and I met you. So, are you going to be hanging out there this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you going to hang out with Lemmy and doodle?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't doodle in the Rainbow. They frown upon
that. Maybe in the bathroom.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, and
hey,
you going
pencil.
to come down to the Rainbow and hang out?
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll look for you. What's your name?
Travis. Thank you, Travis.
You gamble at all, Lemmy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I play slot machines, you know.
Oh, slot machines?
That place is no good to me.
That's an old woman's thing to do.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Not if you're a young guy.
You got to play like poker or blackjack.
If you're a young guy, it's a young guy's thing. What's the matter with you?
He's making some subtle sense. Well, yeah, I understand.
I do a lot of that.
Yeah. You play the slot machines, but no card games, no poker or blackjack or nothing like that?
You know that much room for human error in card games.
You like the machines.
Yeah.
Right.
You really get into the slot machines because there's not many people win at the slots.
Yeah. I won $9,000 on one pull in Vegas once.
Really?
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's
not bad. I'd like to see you do it.
I'll give it a shot, I guess.
Steve's saying he goes to Vegas a lot. Steve seems to know a lot about Lemmy. You go to Vegas a lot there, Lemmy?
Not a lot, every now and again.
Yeah?
About once every 6 months.
You play there at all? You ever play in Vegas?
Yeah, we've played there.
Isn't that odd that, Vegas is a place? You wouldn't think years ago that Vegas would be a place that Motorhead would play.
Why?
I don't know. Vegas was always like the lounge act kind of place. Years ago it had that... That's a whole thing about it. Yeah.
Paul Anka. We first played there in '81 with Ozzy Osbourne, and the Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah.
And it wasn't odd? There weren't people in the audience going, oh, I thought I was going to see Barry Manilow.
No, they were in the Barry Manilow part of the show.
Again, he's making some subtle sense here.
Well, yeah, obviously there's people are at this show because they want to see you, The billboard's outside. Nobody walks in there by mistake like that.
Absolutely. I understand.
Absolutely.
Did you think Motorhead would be around still when you first got together? You think here we are 2005 that you'd still be rocking?
I give it 3 years if we were lucky,
Really?
Yeah.
And then it just kept going?
Yeah, well, if you don't give up, they have to let you keep going, I suppose.
Well, that's true. You got a pretty loyal fan base.
The secret of life, not dying, right?
The Jack and Coke seem to help. I might have to join you with one of those, Lemmy.
Yeah, we could just sit here.
Anytime.
We could sit here and just drink.
And doodle.
Let's say hi to Don in New Jersey. He wants to say hi to Lemmy. Don, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how
Don
you doing?
on the phone?
Hey, Don.
Fine, how are you?
Good, Lemmy. First time I saw you was like in 1980. You warmed up for Ozzy on the Blizzard of Oz tour.
81.
Yeah, that
81, you idiot.
I just got tickets for you and COC in Zayreville at the Starland Ballroom next month. I can't wait.
Good.
Hey,
Good for
Lemmy.
you. I hope it's a good show. It's the first show. It'll probably be a bit ropey.
Yeah, I love COC, man. They rule.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you, though.
They're one of the few bands that have been around as long as we have, I think.
COC is still out there doing it?
Yeah.
Wow, man. They
Hey,
were...
Lemmy.
Yeah.
Hey, Lemmy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You have to do it.
He really...
I was like, hey, Mickey, run it.
Let's...
son of a bitch hung up on you.
Yeah, let's go to Mudflap, the trucker. Mudflap, what's going on, buddy? Mudflap.
He's laughing.
Mudflap.
Yeah.
He's listening to his radio.
Hey, man, turn down your radio. You're on with Lemmy.
Hey, Lemmy, this is Mudflap. Hey, I just wanted to tell you about that song that you have, Eat the Rich, because like me and my friend were talking a little while ago, and we were talking about that song, and you're saying, like, yeah, can you believe they're still around? I'm like, you know.
He's trying Norton's gag, and he's doing it poorly.
Yeah, don't try Norton's gag. There's like 4 or 5 people that want to try Norton's gag.
How many dates you do a year, Lemmy?
How many what?
How many gigs you play in a year?
I don't know, we're at about 7 months of the year usually.
7 months of the year? That's a pretty rough schedule, man.
No.
You know, when you think, you know, you're not a kid anymore. But even though you act like one.
Although neither are you.
I know. I'm going to say that. But that's why I'm not out 7 months a year, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't do this. This drives me crazy. You do this every day, you know.
It drives me
See? There you go. See
doing
what
this, man. Gotta get out of this. Strap on the mic and just, you know, plow through the shit one more time.
Yeah.
Plaster a smile on your face. And
you don't have to smile on the radio, you know. Didn't anybody tell you that?
That's true.
Anthony was in the tournament yesterday, Lemmy. He was playing in the poker tournament. That's why we're out here, and he did pretty well.
Oh, so that's where the macho card game thing came from, is it?
Macho card game
rabid poker players, yeah. Don't like them sissy slot machines.
Well, you know, poker's taken over the world. I don't see
You'd
TV
be surprised how little it's taken over the world. Actually, it's taken over America, probably. But
Stupid America, right, Lemmy?
No, it's
stupid America.
They don't play poker in other countries, you know.
But they're not like, they don't have TV shows about the slot machines yet.
Not yet. But believe me, I bet it's
Celebrity
on the
Slot Machine
Tour. That'd be fun.
Someone out there will figure it out. There's a show on tonight on Fox. Matter of fact, TV's just getting out of control. Hello, but it's getting ridiculous, I should say. They're doing a show on Fox tonight. It's called Celebrities Without Makeup.
Without makeup, yeah. They're showing people.
Well, they must be stuck for a show.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was a goof. I was
a slow news day.
Yeah, I was getting ready to come down here to do the radio show, and they had commercials for this thing. I swear to God, I thought I was watching a rerun of like Saturday Night Live or something.
Right.
It was a fake commercial.
And it was a goof commercial.
I know.
And then realized, no, it's real. They're just going to show pictures of celebrities tonight without their makeup
on.
Well,
the more dumb it is, you know, the more real it's going to be. You know, you can bank on that.
We Americans love stupid television, Lemmy.
Apparently.
We don't like, you know, the clever stuff like Benny Hill.
I know,
stuff like that.
Benny Hill.
Yeah, the smart stuff, I know.
Do you guys just laugh at Americans every so often? You're on stage and you just look out and go, these stupid
I don't
Americans.
laugh at Benny Hill, I'll tell you that. I stopped laughing at him when I was 12. And even then, I was forcing it half the time.
Yeah.
I never liked Benny Hill much. I like Monty Python,
No, that was very
funny. But you had to put a laugh track on it before America got it.
We are so stupid over here in this country.
It's just different. It's not...
Yeah.
You know,
we have to be shown when to laugh with the English humor. Because we don't really understand
Mind you,
it sometimes.
so do most other countries.
Sometimes we're laughing and we probably shouldn't be, and other times we're not laughing and we should be.
Well, you know, take your pick.
Benny Hill used to like to dress up in women's clothing.
Yeah, I know.
Very good, Kenny.
And he wasn't very cute either.
No, not at all.
You must be the worst transvestite you've ever seen in your life, right?
But you guys, they're not caught up with the sex thing overseas there. You show the boobs and stuff on regular TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, over here it's
on page 3 of the most popular national newspaper.
If that happened here, forget about it. People lose their minds.
And the New York Times?
Mm-hmm.
The whole Janet Jackson thing, you guys must have laughed at us. Silly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Silly. I mean, that boob was on TV for an eighth of a second.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you guys over there, you got boobs on TV all the time.
You think it was like treason or spying or something?
Right. Why is America so uptight, Lemmy?
It's religion. You know?
Is it the religion, you think?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have this guilt thing about sex and the body because of religion.
Well,
it's not like we're exclusive to religion, though. They're pretty religious over there in England, too.
No, they're not.
No?
Mm-mm.
I thought they were. Where am I getting my information from?
Somebody religious?
I would think. I was under the impression there were religious people all around the globe.
Well, there are.
I didn't think it was just in the United States, but why are we so uptight about things like sex when...
Well, they're more rabidly fanatic in America, you know. I mean, I'll give you an example. We were on tour with Wendy O. a few years back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And outside the gig in California, in Southern California, advanced Southern California.
Right.
We got Mohicans for Jesus outside, all with Mohican haircuts and wearing a cross on the front of them. The devil is in this ballroom. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at this point, I just, put up your hands and say goodnight. You know?
How do you argue that?
That's too ridiculous to even talk about. You couldn't even discuss shit with them. Look at them.
How are you going to sit down and have a rational conversation with these people?
You know, you look at them, you crack up laughing anyway before and they're trying to sell you God, you know, like, okay, good.
Wow. You ever have to take any guff from any of these religious groups, thinking you're Satan and spreading the music of
No,
the
we don't
devil?
get a lot of that. No,
No, you don't.
Well, we sing about murder and war and sex, you see, which is mostly okay, except for the sex bit. But
Right.
they haven't really zeroed in on us yet.
Isn't that odd that the killing and stuff is perfectly acceptable, but for some reason sex?
Doesn't matter how much blood you got all over the screen.
Like every night on TV,
That's
you can
okay.
tune in the news and see piles of dead bodies. But for some reason, if their young child walks in the room and you see half a breast, they lose their minds.
Yeah,
and that's a
They
beautiful
do.
thing.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think we should just sit back, drink more Jack and Cokes, rock to some Motorhead,
And get your tits out,
and
basically.
get your tits out. Damn it! I love your philosophy.
Well, why not?
We should take a little break. We're hanging
We'll
with
take
Lemmy.
a breather.
Lemmy needs another drink. No, Lemmy?
Ooh.
I'm still on the first one.
Dates.
But doing pretty well.
You can get me another one if you like.
All right, we'll get you another
I like
drink.
that. I might join Lemmy, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Mix me up a Jack and Coke. I'm going to have my first on-air drink since we've been on XM.
And we'll be hanging with Lemmy from Motorhead. And
I'm going to be like my guitarist and drink with Lemmy and pass out
on the floor.
while I'm supposed to be working.
all right, and they are beginning the final round of the World Poker Tour.
Yes, they are.
You can just feel the excitement in this room.
You just... Lemmy's laughing.
Dude, Lemmy's with me.
I can't believe you televised a card game.
Yeah, this whole thing is a joke, right, Lemmy?
No!
Listen,
It stinks.
I wonder
They're playing
about televised golf, never mind poker.
Hey, chill out with the golf. I like watching the golf on
silly?
Sundays.
Good luck.
Silly? Now people
you knock
are
a
into
little
this.
ball into a hole with a piece of iron and wood, and then you walk after it. I mean, I say if you get it in the hole first time, take it in your pocket and go to the clubhouse. You're already ahead
Just
of
a mission
the game.
accomplished. Why do it another 17 times?
But golf is very relaxing on a Sunday to watch. You have it in the background, drinking some coffee.
Well, then just go for a walk in the country.
I guess you're right about that.
That's true.
Why? You don't have to keep whacking that stupid ball, and it's not all manicured either.
But watching people play poker on TV is stupid.
You know what it is? It's almost like a game show environment on TV. You're watching it, you're rooting for somebody, and then you see their cards, you see what they have, you're seeing if they're bluffing each other. I find it compelling to watch.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, he's getting
kind of into it.
He's embarrassing everybody. He's getting his pictures taken with these guys.
The card players that are
getting
very
all excited.
He just likes to meet rich people, that's right.
It'd be nice. You meet some of these people. I see them on television. They're celebrities too, not in the same light as Lemmy from Motorhead, but they play cards, and they're famous in their
Well, I
own
play
right.
cards. Can they play bass? That's the thing, isn't it?
Probably not. They probably can't. Not
Probably
like
a few
you.
of them can,
Not like you.
Statistically, probably a few of them must be able to, but you never know.
Who do you find good bass players that are out there these days?
Well, the best one ever was John Entwistle.
Yeah.
God rest him.
God rest John Entwistle.
Well, I mean...
Or whoever rest him. He wasn't that keen on God either, as I
Thank
remember.
you. No swizzle stick?
So,
what do you want a swizzle stick for? Are you going to swizzle?
I want to swizzle a little before I drink.
Dude, don't swizzle in front of Lemmy.
Don't swizzle in front of the huge radio audience.
There's swizzle
That's
sticks,
good. A knife
Steve.
is good. Wow.
Steve, there's swizzle sticks.
That's
yeah,
a
to the
swizzle
left
knife.
Of the table.
Who made this? It certainly looks a little
It has
pale.
a swizzle
Why
knife.
is my drink lighter than Lemmy's?
Anthony,
My drink is lighter than Lemmy's.
Don't swizzle in front of Lemmy.
Let me take it. No, I'll take this one.
Perfect.
Ooh, that's good. No, that's
See?
good. Very good.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Wow, they're just giving you...
Oh, wow.
Wow, now they just gave you a tumbler.
This is like poker. I've just been raised by Lemmy. They put a bigger glass in front of him. I'm sitting here with the small... I got the short stack.
With your little swizzle and a little straw.
Got a little swizzle, though.
And
look, Lemmy is dual swizzling in that glass
That's
right
better.
there.
And Lemmy's just...
Oh, you like the bigger one?
I have to drink yours?
No, you don't have to.
All right.
Lemmy, why don't you just use the huge glass you got in the front of your pants?
I don't have a glass in the front of my...
Whoa!
Yeah, Lemmy, you got to...
Certainly look like a
It's a
tumbler.
bottle.
It's a bottle. You keep a spare bottle of Jack in there?
Long neck goes down better.
Lemmy, the guys were discussing that you might have a huge hog.
Might do.
Are you one of those?
Occasionally I do, yeah, when the stimulation is sufficient,
Well, we had Deacon Jones on the show yesterday. He's an NFL great. You remember Deacon Jones back in the day?
Mind you, I'm not a football
NFL.
fan.
All right, I'm sorry. But he was bragging that he had a 15, 16-incher.
And not that hooligan football that they play over there in Europe.
Soccer?
The thing is, did he show you?
We said he goes, I'll whip it out. We're like, well, go ahead then, man.
But he didn't.
And it's not because it's a gay thing. it's like more of a freak show. You got to check out a 15 You got to check out a 15, 16 incher, right?
You're not going to want to see it in any sexual manner, but you got to see it as like looking at Nessie or something.
Yeah.
Nessie.
It's like a sideshow thing. I'll pay my 50 cents.
The same effect, really.
Right. It sort of pokes its head up and it's back in.
Eats grass, you know.
All right.
People take photos of it.
Throw peanuts at it, you know.
Excuse me, Lemmy.
Hey, Jumbo.
All right.
Lemmy?
Yeah.
You know what has 100 teeth and holds back a monster?
Yeah, your zipper.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You got that one very much correct.
That's as old as I am, I think.
Well, I've been in a coma.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well,
Lemmy, I don't know about Lemmy's any of the mythology that goes behind Lemmy, but are you known for a huge schlong in the groupie community or anything? Like, I know, what are the rock stars that have known
Hendrix
for
had one,
Hendrix
right?
was known to have a big one. Yeah, you used to hang with Hendrix, right?
I used to work for him.
You used to work for him? What'd you do?
I used to just lift equipment and shift it
roadie?
from place to place, yeah.
A roadie for Hendrix. You must have seen some stuff then, right?
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day?
Well, see, it was a lot more fun then.
Yeah. It's a lot of business now, right?
Cheaper drugs, no AIDS, you know. Lots of fun.
That's true.
Unlimited whoopee, basically.
If you could get away from the ODs, it was pretty much safe
There
roll.
wasn't many people OD'd. I mean, Hendrix didn't OD, choked on his own vomit, which is very, very different. I think you'll agree.
I don't know. Is it really different, or did he choke because he was...
In the fact that death is the outcome, no, it's not different.
When you think the bottom line, I'm talking bottom line here,
is when the chemical kills you, you know.
True, okay.
Didn't do that. But then it was an accident, shouldn't have happened.
But all that banging without rubbers and not worrying about it. Oof.
Well, there's nothing to worry about.
Gotta be great.
Except pregnant, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and then they come back years later.
Well, we used to use the rhythm method. Apparently, I couldn't keep a beat because I have 2 kids, you know.
Very good, Lemmy.
All right, we're going to hang with Lemmy and just get drunk because there's nothing else to do here.
Well, you're not drinking.
Nothing.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to throw something in my coffee, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, little splash in there.
Something.
Well, sugar one person.
We're hanging with Lemmy from Motorhead, obviously. What is Steve bringing in now? Clown porn guys are here? No, that's Jeff. No, I know. I remember Jeff.
No, this is just more porn.
More porn, great.
More porn.
Jesus.
They bring us pornography.
All right, we're hanging at the World Poker Tour. They're about to begin. Well, they're not televising, but they're taping it for a future broadcast, right?
Yes.
We're at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles. It's the Opie and Anthony program. And we're hanging with Lemmy from Motorhead, live from Los Angeles at the Commerce Casino. That, of course, is the game, Triple H's walk-on music. I think he's still walking on to that, right?
Yeah.
Triple H is a friend of the show, by the way, Lemmy.
Sorry?
Triple H is a friend of the show.
He's a friend of mine, too.
Yeah, he used to do our show a lot, and we'd bring girls in.
Right.
And he was able to spank the girls.
He likes that, I believe.
He loves to spank girls, and there was this girl, Peaches, that he really worked over. It was great. Her ass was like as red as these chairs.
You like that, do you?
It was cool to watch.
Triple H liked
definitely.
it, yeah.
It wasn't bad at all. And then he goes off and gets married to Stephanie, who we know pretty well, too. And now he's not allowed to do the spanking when he comes in.
Kick your ass.
Well, you know, Stephanie's probably doing it all now.
Yeah, getting that big meaty hand of his on the ass. I like how your guy is just all business, bringing over your gig dates and stuff, making sure you get those across.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Get a couple of them across.
Plug a few. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you can't wait to hear about the gig in Albuquerque, right?
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Come on, Lemmy.
Is there a party scene in Albuquerque?
Yeah, what kind
You'd be surprised, actually. In those places, you make your own amusement, you know?
Yeah, that's true. You know, if there's not much to do, Motorhead comes to town, you go to the Motorhead show. Hell yeah.
It's more of an event for them, see? So.
What did you do? Did you go to the Grammys? Did you accept your award? Or?
Yeah.
You got up on stage?
But they didn't televise our bit with the hoi polloi, you know, with the poor people like peasants.
What the fuck was that?
Well, because it's rock and roll. They don't like that. They're trying to kill it again, you know.
They put all this crap up there. Lemmy wins a goddamn Grammy. You can't get up there and accept. They were probably scared of what you might say, too, you know?
I said, thank you very much. You've got a lucky face.
Well, there you go. That's not bad.
Suitably perplexing.
Suitably perplexing. It's not like you cursed or anything, because God forbid, you hear any language
God
on
forbid,
television.
Yes.
You know, that's they'll be fining you millions of
Actually,
dollars.
I don't believe God forbid cursing, did he? I can't find it in the Bible.
You know something, now that I think about it, that doesn't make much sense. God forbid. Yeah, God didn't forbid cursing.
Yeah, you didn't thank God or anything when you accepted your award?
That's funny, the porno awards, AVN awards, you get this chick got nominated for a gangbang with 7 guys, and I'd like to thank God and my parents. Mom and Dad. You know,
they never pan over to the proud dad sitting in the audience.
It's just like the Oscars, you know, it's funny as shit.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my father for touching me when I was a kid and sending me into this spiral of
for making
depravity.
me guilty.
All right, so you're playing Albuquerque. Where else there, Lemmy?
The Wilton Theatre, like I said, 1st of April, and then the House of Blues in Anaheim.
Oh, that'll be cool. That House of Blues, those clubs are great, man.
Yeah, they are. And the House of Blues in Vegas the day after that.
We just saw Greg Allman at the House of Blues in New Orleans.
Yeah? That's a good club, too. We've been there.
You hang out with any of the classic rockers?
No.
Or are they another group where you're like,
Well, they're mostly boring, you know. I mean.
Some of them have really gone, like, soft. Like, you are still kicking ass and playing, you know, the same roots of music that when you started.
Right.
But some of these guys, like I saw years ago, I was such a huge Blue Oyster Cult fan, and I went to go see them, guys.
Why is he laughing?
Years ago, back in the mid-late 70s, stuff like that. I love those guys. I saw them in concert so many times, you know, and just blasting out, you know, rocking, really cool. I saw them recently, you know, within a few years, at some small venue. And it was like they were doing Muzak versions of their songs.
Right.
You know, everything's turned way down.
A medley of our greatest hits.
Yeah, a medley of greatest hits. It's all low volume. You know, people are sitting there and the crowd is
chicken in a basket and that.
Yeah, pretty much, you know, going out to get some refreshments to bring back to their seat. And, you know, I understand these are old guys and stuff, but it's, you know...
Well, so am I, but you don't have to let it get you down.
Right,
you know?
You're still out there on stage rocking, you know?
Really fast, the saddest story I saw Robbie Krieger by himself in a small club on Long Island. I think it was called Christopher's or something. Remember that joint?
I remember that place.
It was maybe could fill 100 people at the club. Okay,
right.
People were playing pool and they had a hockey game on while Robbie Krieger was in the corner playing. And people are screaming and yelling when, you know, the Islanders were...
See, that's just bad manners, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and they had the volume up on the TV a little bit, and every time the Islanders scored, the place is cheering. And there's Robbie Krieger, you know, a legend to many, in the corner just kind of eating it, man.
Well, see, he shouldn't have ate it, you know.
He should have done
just
the gig.
walked off,
right.
You know.
There were some gigs.
It was very sad.
I remember doing some gigs, though, where we'd be out playing, and you get done with a song, and you hear the crowd really cheering, and you feel good, and you look, and they were watching something on TV. And it's like, fuck this, man.
Well, there's some places just got no fucking class at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's just no point going there.
Yeah.
Might as well just stay home and get broke.
And then we had a story.
Break your heart in a place like that. You know?
You do leave feeling a little bad about yourself. You know?
We had a story last week that there's a cruise ship that has Styx, REO Speedwagon, and Journey.
There's a thought.
Can you imagine?
Trapped on a ship with all 3 of them.
Yeah, and these people are signing up to go on these cruises with these, you know, quote, classic rock bands. And then the bands hang out with you at the buffet line and stuff. Can you imagine?
How good would that ship look in the periscope of a U-boat?
Yes. Right. So, you 149, what did you get this time? Oh.
Just a couple of torpedoes slammed into the side of that vessel.
Yeah,
watch them jumping off with their
you
mullets.
Probably think it was an advert for Motley Crue, you know. Want to see my torpedo, baby? You know.
You can hear the churn in the background.
I know. I'm hearing there must be some action taking place, but I'm looking at the screen. I guess they're just introducing people.
Yeah, Norman Schwarzkopf's just arrived or something.
Is he playing poker?
Probably. Everybody else is, apparently.
What do you got there, Steve? Steve with more information.
Steve, Steve's very excited that Lemmy's here today. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah,
go ahead, Steve.
Oh, okay. No, I just...
Steve.
Sorry, Lem.
Play the game.
That's right. No, I wanted to bring up that Steve Vai played guitar on Lemmy's, on Motorhead's latest album.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
That's pretty badass, and my phone's going off again.
Haven't heard from Steve in a while.
Yeah, well, he's still around. He's on tour right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Knocking around. Yeah, he kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while. one of those guys. It was huge, you know.
He's playing. He's doing those 3G things, you know, the three guitar players do a show.
Oh, really?
Him and Satriani and whoever else, you know, in Bay Malmsteen
Picked it up
sometimes.
from the three tenors? Is that what they
It's, like that. It's
like that, only completely different.
I don't like just guitarists, you know. I don't like a solo that goes on for the whole song. I like a few words at the end of it, you know.
I know. I hate that. That and like long drum solos. I'm glad they got away from that shit.
Well, we have a long drum solo, but only because we got a drummer who does a good one.
But let me tell you something. I've seen really good drum solos. It's still a drum solo.
I know.
For drummers, it's like the greatest thing. You sit there and like you're completely fixated. Everyone else is, let's get out and get the beer.
Ours is different. Come and say it's
Is it really?
Yeah. You come and say it's Anaheim or Wilton. Or Vegas, even.
Or Albuquerque.
I'll make you eat your stick words.
Oh.
Or rather, Mickey will.
I knew right when I said it that he was going to have a drum solo thing. But I've never been into the drum solo.
Well, neither have I, believe me, neither have I. But when we got Mickey, he was too good to let go. You know what I mean? We had to do it. We had to feature.
Although the band, you're familiar with, of course, Godsmack. You know Godsmack? Those guys.
Oh, I know the name.
They do a great drum solo because it's a little different, Yeah. It's like two guys squaring off two drummers. The singer also drums. So
I believe Phil Collins does a very nice.
Well, ours sounds like two guys, but it's just Mickey.
But I want to ask Steve something. Where's the clown people?
Clown people have
Lemmy would enjoy something like that.
I know. Well,
there's all sorts of porn out there, right, Lemmy? He's sperm overdose 3.
Jesus
because 1 and
Christ.
2 left so many unanswered questions. Wait, we got more porn?
Jeff actually used to work with Lemmy, and so he was excited that Lemmy was here. But in honor of it, he brought all of this porn: Sperm Overdose 3,
Sperm Overdose 3,
5 Guy Cream Pie 15. Wow,
Jesus Christ,
that's a good one.
A load in every hole.
Please give it up.
Wow, this is really some.
This is really subtle.
But the one I wanted to bring up with him is the clown.
The Shakespeare of porn. There,
a lot of mystery. You're not sure what you're getting.
It was clown porn. Clown porn was basically these young guys that figured out that they could make porn more interesting by dressing the girls up in clown suits. It wasn't anything too graphic or vulgar, but they dressed them up in clown suits, and then at the end of every scene, they would bash these girls in the face with cream pies.
Wow.
That is the dumbest.
That's almost as dumb as televised poker.
I'm with you, Lemmy.
Come on now. There's something to be said for this.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Yeah, right. Listen to somebody kick your shins.
I don't know. I dig it.
And then these guys are starting to walk around like rock stars.
You sit and watch that, do you, at home?
At home, absolutely. I sit, I watch. I know the names. I know.
Why don't you get 3 guys around and play it yourself?
And play poker?
At least you can win some money that way.
You know what? It's almost like people that sit and watch baseball. You could get out and get a game together with your friends.
It's not quite the same. You're watching a crowd of millions, and all that.
But it's not going to be as compelling playing the game because you're not as good.
And you haven't got that much money.
And you don't have that much money. Very good. But, to watch the professionals and the best of the best sit there and play poker against each other, and especially a game like No Limit Hold'em where it's a lot more strategy than just the luck of the draw.
What's the big attraction? A good bluff, right? Where they sit there and look at the other guys.
Yes,
and the other guys look
compelling.
back at them, and maybe they fool them, and maybe they don't.
If you're watching a guy and you see that he really doesn't have a good hand, and the other guy's got a pretty good hand, and through the betting, the guy with the lousier hand
and he
makes
never
the guy with the good hand fold. That's compelling.
Switches.
It's compelling television.
His eyes stay still.
Right, they stay still. He does no sweating. He's not smiling. He's keeping what they call that poker face.
That old stone face.
It's kind of compelling to watch.
That's compelling television, if you like. Give me John Wayne any fucking day.
Mr. Lemmy, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to chase girls. I like to catch girls. Actually, is better.
Mm-hmm. He's all about getting laid, Kenny. He already said that.
It's drinking.
I don't get that long left, I got to make the most of it.
You got plenty of years left, Lemmy.
Drinking, kicking ass on stage.
Oh, you've been talking to God.
That's right. And chasing broads.
You're not scared to die. You've probably seen a lot of your compadres die, right?
Sure, yeah.
Well, the hard life living,
Do you use condoms?
No, Joey Ramone died of lymphoma.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with it.
Sir, do you use condoms? Do you have safe sex?
Yeah, I'm going to pull one over my head and go rob a fucking bank. Makes more sense,
He uses them, just not for that, right? Sure. You figure, even if you got AIDS now, takes what, 20 years?
Well, 5 tops, you know. I mean, I'm 59 now. What have I got to fucking...
By that time, you know, who cares, right?
Yeah.
They got the Super 8s, though, now.
I think you go for broke.
Yeah, there were stories in the paper about Super 8s.
So even Superman is inside.
It's kryptonite and AIDS.
Kryptonite and AIDS.
Two things now that Lex Luthor could hit him with. Kryptonite or can screw him in the ass.
Well, he always wore his underpants outside his clothes. I thought it was kind of strange, you know.
It's a little weird there.
Yeah, and that cloak, you know, that cape thing, you know. What is it with superheroes and capes, anyway?
Where's that?
You know, you try wearing one in the streets, how far you get, you know, down Santa Monica.
Maybe he's trying to get into a fight, right?
Ooh,
Superman was here yesterday.
Where are you going tonight? I'm going to break Pinocchio. Whoops, I like my cape, you know. I know, kind of dangerous, man, you know.
Well, I was going to ask him about movies, but you probably... Have you seen a movie lately? I asked because the Oscars are, you know,
I just like knowing, a little different part of Lemmy. I know about The Rock and the broads and stuff and the booze, but you know, what you like movies? You like
sure.
You know, what have you seen lately that you enjoyed? Maybe Lemmy's movie.
I just rewatched Scarface again.
That's a great one.
That's so funny, you know. That's such a great character. It's such a bad Spanish accent, you know.
Oh,
I don't think that movie holds up.
No,
it's a little dated.
I don't think it's supposed to be really true life.
No, I know, but I mean, some of these movies, like you could see The Godfather and
Goodfellas,
all those movies they hold up. But I'm telling you, something about Scarface.
The Cuban mafia, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the violence, it looks really fake. The blood looks fake.
It looks dated. It looks like an
very
80s
dated,
movie.
You know what I mean? I just saw.
That's when I enjoyed it first time, so I'm enjoying it again. You know, why not? I like Casino. That's great.
Casino and Goodfellas, two of the best movies.
Joe Pesci in Casino was one of the meanest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life.
And he really gets it in the end.
I bet he's a really nice guy too in real life.
Yeah, so we hear.
I just saw Raging Bull, and that movie holds up.
That holds
for the most part, you know.
Some of the
jabs look fake, but in the fighting,
the trouble he went to, De Niro, put on all that weight and then drop it again. You know?
I'm so annoyed with him these days, man. His movie choices just blow. It's like classic. Really some of these classic movies that if you're rattling around the channels and one of these come on, you don't care if it's halfway through. You're watching the rest of it.
Yeah.
The movies he's coming out with now, the guy isn't even thinking. He's just like cashing a check, and it pisses me off.
Possibly
because I love all the classic movies. Yeah,
God knows he's done enough for us, I guess.
I would rather, remember De Niro for the good movies than some of the crap he's putting out.
Well done. What's the new ones, I guess, you know.
Maybe I'll do that, Lemmy.
That's all you can do,
I just won't watch it.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
That's all I can do. That's all you can do. It's all we can do.
Did you watch...
I'm like such a fag. I'm drinking out of my little straw
I know.
with Lemmy.
I'm trying to
be cool and hang out with Lemmy. And
See, you're swizzling even though you're halfway through it.
You're right. I'm a swizzling faggot.
You're swizzling.
He's pounding.
What a rotten
tumbler, and you're drinking from a straw.
I'm taking small little sips with my pinky out.
I know.
God,
cynical.
Did you see any new movies like from the past year, like Passion of the Christ or any of those?
No, it wouldn't be a bad idea to see somebody kick the shit out of Jesus for an hour and a half or something. Well, it's never been done, has it? You know.
I went with my dad.
It's never been done though.
No.
You always see the crucifixion scene. That's the first thing you see, right? He never gets all that torture because they did torture him. Right?
He's pretty much in good shape when they put him up there.
I thought he was very well adjusted for an only child, you know.
I like his religious views. Yeah.
I don't have
not a very religious guy, are you there, Lemmy?
Listen, I don't believe that you should follow that. It's a thin story, you know what I mean? A virgin gets pregnant by a ghost. And then she goes home and says, I'm still a virgin, darling, but I'm pregnant. And he goes for it, you know.
You think she's just making a story?
He deserves to live in a stable. You know what I mean?
Well, you figure she was just making up a story to cover up, right?
I really have no idea. I didn't know the lady, but it seems kind of strange to me, you know.
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ, I don't know.
Did you see it?
I saw it with my dad, and he cried through the whole thing, and I'm sitting there thinking, this is the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen.
So
really?
There's a generation gap for you, see?
Obviously, yeah, because he's a lot more religious than, well, he was a lot more religious than I.
He was, why?
Well, he passed.
Oh, so now he's found out?
Well, hopefully he's finding out right now.
Yeah.
But
I hope it wasn't a disappointment for him.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I would love to know, but I don't know. It was just a movie of just someone getting beat up. I
know, so, what does that tell you about Mel Gibson, you know? How many ways can we think of to torture this poor long-haired bastard?
He likes action movies.
Before we stick a crown of thorns on him and nail him to a piece of wood. No, it's very nice. You know.
I get
fun for all the family.
It was like, I get it. He was abused really bad before they threw him up on the cross.
But he wanted to show it all.
We get it. We understand. Thank you.
Mel Gibson was great in that one.
He wasn't in it.
Yes, he was.
No.
Was he?
Oh, yeah. Was he the guy with the nails?
Yeah, his fist was in it.
His
He was the
fist?
one. He was the one that.
How can you tell he had a tattoo or something?
I don't know. No, I read.
Wristwatch.
It's a Rolex. This is how boring my life is. I read a whole article on it. It was his hand that hit the last spike or whatever.
Wow.
See, I knew
Very
it'd be the nail
symbolic.
scene. I knew it. Do you mind crossing the legs, please? I've only got one nail left, you know.
All right, we got to wrap up the Lemmy interview.
All righty.
Because you got to go, they're saying.
Have we?
Lemmy?
Who said that?
Once again.
We have to go? No. Don't have to go.
No,
You just want to get rid of me because I'm not religious.
No, I don't want to get rid of
See, you offended his religion.
Yeah.
Now he's
No.
trying to kick you out of here.
Not at all.
These zealots.
No,
they're all
I
alike.
got to note that. No?
These religious fantastic.
What, Steve? It was his fault, Lemmy.
Oh, him.
Yeah. What was the problem?
Dan.
What? Dan, I know we're boring, but...
No, this guy.
Jesus. Can you turn the mic on?
No, one of Lemmy's guys came up to me and said we had 10 more minutes, and that was 10 minutes ago. But now we're saying
Now we got to do math? What is that? How many minutes are left? 10 minutes ago? 10
None.
minutes? 0 minutes. Right.
But apparently it was all a subterfuge.
It was all subterfuge, exactly.
Of course it was.
Yes, and
Trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
Yes.
All right, why don't we take a break then? We're hanging
Certainly.
with Lemmy from Motorhead. We're talking about, I don't know. I really don't know.
Stuff.
Just life. We're just hanging out,
Sitting
drinking with
here,
Lemmy and hanging out.
Talking about life.
Talking about the special, relationship between poker players and their audience.
Exactly. And as I look up, I see they are at their seats.
Did you get a picture with
the
that
table?
guy, Anthony?
That's,
you know something? I don't know who a lot of these final table guys are. A lot of people made it through that weren't the superstars, except for Jesus.
Too much.
A guy named Jesus is playing, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't he know if he won or not?
Not that Jesus.
Oh.
You idiot.
No, I think Jesus' big thing was he didn't win, right? That was his whole fascination, wasn't it?
Turning his water into more chips and cheating. A little upsetting to the rest of the players, I think.
All right, well.
Here comes another
What is that?
one.
That's the actor?
Oh, yeah, one of the actors.
One of the actors made it to the final table.
He was in American Werewolf in Paris, the remake or the sequel to American Werewolf in London.
That stank.
The sequel or the original? I like
the original was great.
I like the original.
Yeah, I like the original.
Stay on the roads, stay off the moors.
All right.
That's enough.
Love that movie.
Anthony, quick break, and we'll continue with Lemmy from Motorhead. And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program, hanging with Lemmy from Motorhead, talking about life. Want to thank Jay Mohr for stopping by.
Oh, Jesus.
What was his excuse this time?
Did he call Ben?
Or Ben,
No.
are you making all this up?
I think Ben just says, yeah, Jay's supposed to call today.
Jay Mohr was supposed to stop by and hang with us today.
Do we have his number? We should call him.
Yeah,
Absolutely call him right now.
Probably has his radio on.
Yeah, call him
Turn
up.
the radio on.
Call him up and see what happened. We sort of had a lot of Hollywood friends. Not that we care, and they've all blown us off in the last few months.
You should care passionately.
After we got the boot. You know, we went through a little hard time a couple of years ago. We got fired from
See if Lemmy knows who we are.
from our job.
Talking about the church, we did something pretty impressive, Lemmy.
Yeah.
2 years ago or so, little over 2 years ago, we were.
This is a true story.
We were on the air out of New York City, WNEW,
Oh, I remember that.
New York,
Yeah.
and we had a contest to send people to various locations around New York City, places, FAO Schwartz, the Hard Rock Cafe, landmarks to have sex
in a cab,
and there would be a certain point value
next to a homeless guy
for each place that they went to. And one of the
You
places,
really fucked it up.
one of the places was St. Pat's Cathedral.
Great.
And
Wonderful.
a couple went in there and
And got burned as witches.
had sex.
Allegedly.
And the media picked up on it.
That
and,
was it.
ooh, crucified.
Good night, Irene.
It was done.
Yeah, we
Fire those idiots.
were on top of the radio world pretty much, and
then you weren't.
we blew it up. Yeah, we blew it all up in one day.
So you had to come to a different coast.
Oh no, we're still out of New York. This is
Okay.
We're just here for the poker.
Yeah, right.
We're here for the poker, man.
Oh, if
Anthony
you can poker, good luck.
Anthony thought, he loves poker so much that we had to come to L.A. to watch.
Come out here.
Watch this. Look at this on TV.
I was
Why are
playing
you down there
yesterday.
watching it live, man?
I was playing it yesterday. I was in the
Wow,
action.
you weren't, were you?
I didn't do very.
Actually playing live poker?
I was
Instead of watching it.
I think Lemmy's making fun of me.
With your hands and everything?
With my hands, I was holding the cards. Everything.
Ooh.
It's about time someone makes fun of you for this. He's been running around all excited. Look, they just showed Jesus. He just was staring at his pile of chips, Anthony.
There you go.
Fascinating TV. Fascinating.
Father, forgive them for they know not what they deal.
They're started. Look at that. They're dealing the cards out now. Look at this
That's
action.
so exciting.
See, it's
camera's zooming in.
I don't know
zooming
how
in
you
on
can,
the dealer.
I don't know how you can stay up here with boring bastards like me and him, and you could be down there watching those poker stars.
Oh, watch it. Look, he's looking at his cards, and is he going to bet? Yes, he is. See,
yes,
he didn't fold.
Look.
He's taking chips out, and he's betting.
One chip. Hot dog. Jesus Christ, Maverick was better than this.
Maverick, yeah. Well, at
least you used to get. Some people would get shot in Maverick. There's the guy with the hat.
That's it. Jesus Ferguson.
He's just staring at his.
Jesus Ferguson.
Jesus Ferguson. He's got his.
You're kidding me.
He's ready to rock.
Jesus Ferguson.
That's what they call him.
Brilliant.
Yeah. He looks like he could be your brother, though.
No, he's not. He's my sister.
He looks
the long hair.
He's got the long
He
hair.
looks more or less like me,
glasses,
doesn't he? Really,
got the
except
hat.
for the shade.
Got the hat. Got kind of betting.
But I have the gap in the beard.
Yeah, you got the gap in the beard.
See, I think he's raising.
Yes, he is.
He's raising
He's
right
got
there.
a better hand, you see.
That's it.
That's what happens.
This is very.
Or he's bluffing, possibly.
Could be. See,
Jesus is
know.
bluffing. Where have I heard that before?
See, we don't know for sure. This is captivating.
Believe me.
Let me tell you what's going to happen, too. We're going to get off the air. Anthony's going to run into the other room.
I might look in on it.
He's not even going to say goodbye to you.
I know.
I want to get a picture with Lemmy.
He's going to go before the end of the show. He's going to go, smile and go.
If he
I
could,
want to take a picture with Lemmy.
If he could, he would.
Of course I'll be here.
He would leave right now.
No.
No, I could see it here on the television.
They're hovering.
That's fine.
Trying to get on TV and that behind him.
Oh, I'll be behind him, like, waving.
The placard.
And
Hi, Mom and shit.
Jesus is now stacking up his chips. Are we supposed to be describing what's going on?
The action?
Wasn't that the big no-no? They said don't describe what's going on?
No, I think we can't really describe who's out if someone loses and who's kicked out because they want to save that.
But you can describe
television.
Stacking, huh?
We could describe any stacking
if somebody's
you want.
stacked, you know,
you
you
describe raises, any betting, any folding, anything you want.
Folding.
You know, if they want to make this good TV,
how about spindling and mutilating?
Don't spindle and mutilate the cards. They have to use them.
If they want to make this good TV, they should get the dealer, a hotter dealer.
Yeah, really. How
She's
about
a mess.
That? They're just there to serve a purpose, deal the cards.
Yeah, but it's TV.
No, but it could look. there's no law against looking good too, is there?
Right.
Not at all.
It's TV.
No,
it's a very visual thing. And
it's supposed to be the media, isn't it? You know,
I agree. They got a mess of a woman dealing the cards.
Topless woman dealing, you know.
Yeah. That would now make the game a little more exciting. I have to agree with you on that one.
And all topless people playing it too.
Well, I don't know if I want to see these guys topless.
No, obviously.
The women's rounds.
Well, you got to have one in for the token, they're the batting for the other team market,
Get the gay audience, sure.
Right, and then there's the bestial audience. You have to have a donkey in there too.
Yeah, well, the audience that brought over this pornography for us.
Tell me, there ain't no rules, right? If you want to capture every audience, which is what TV is trying to do so hard all the time, I don't know why there isn't more bestiality on TV, since there's all those bastards keep getting caught screwing cows and things.
Again, the religion. I think
there you go, you see.
I think they frown on having sex with
because cows
animals.
are not Protestants, you see, that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Cows are mostly Catholic.
I never knew that.
You never spoke to one?
I've never spoken to a cow. You've had conversations with cows?
Yeah, you've heard of Irish butter, haven't you?
No.
Catholic,
What? What is this?
I have no idea what Lemmy's talking about.
Wait, Lemmy, what was that one?
Roman Catholic cows.
Roman Catholic cows?
Yeah, most of them are Catholic.
I have no idea.
You didn't know that?
No. Cows are Catholic.
Every day, see?
You certainly do. Thank you for enlightening us with that one, Lemmy.
Unless they're Calvinists,
Is Lemmy drunk?
No.
Please. How
You'd
much
know
does he
if I
have?
was drunk, I'd fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Cows give milk and meat.
How many of those can you drink? And
as many as it takes. I drink all day. I don't get drunk anymore.
Just pretty much drink all day like
I like the flavor,
like it's water, just nothing.
Oh no, I hate water.
Yeah, water.
Fish fucking it. There are certain lines. There's a thin line between fishing and just standing on the bank like an asshole. That's another sport I don't believe, fishing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
what's that?
And they show fishing on TV.
They do too, yeah.
Well, that I wouldn't watch.
Pictures of the latest fly and shit, you know.
That I wouldn't watch. I've seen the fishing competitions, you know, as you're flipping around the channel,
Yeah.
and they're out there on the boat.
People
and
out in boats going,
Yeah.
well, this is a really good, you know.
And then they
lure,
show catch
man.
one. They say, "Ooh, that's a big one."
Yeah, but we
They
throw
put
it back anyway because we're not cruel. You know?
Right. Or no, sometimes they take it, they put it in the boat, and then they got to drive back to some area where they weigh them, and whoever got the most fish wins. And it's like a big thing. They can be big trophy, big prize money. Yeah. Not that I watch it. Don't get me wrong.
You know.
Well, I watch the poker. I don't
you watch
watch the
that.
Shark
You watch
fishing,
that
I
with
could see. Shark fishing.
Now that would be exciting.
It's a little more exciting, because you get the chance that the bastard will come on board and gnaw your arm off. You know, that's
right.
A
There's
more.
a little more. The fish has a little more of a shot at it.
You got a fresh drink that was just handed to you there,
No,
Lemmy?
it's only a fresh half a drink because I had half a drink left.
I'm
so
sorry. Okay.
How about a show where they play
don't
poker
overdo it, you know.
while they're fishing?
While they're yes.
You know, in between catching the fish, getting a tug, they could be playing cards. Think you got two audiences there.
Yeah, and possibly also doing porn at the same time.
Oh no, you could sneak in maybe as they're
while
playing, they're
dealing,
watching.
you know,
tug and rub.
The various people on their knees in the boat. You know,
Yeah, they're watching that sperm
and
movie.
playing cards and the rod over their shoulder. Yeah, that'd be
there
very
you
good.
go. One rod in
3
front,
in
one
1.
in the back.
Yeah,
Sure.
Rod.
I want to ask Lemmy about aliens. Ooh, aliens?
Aliens.
What do you think? Are they amongst us?
I think, most of them shouldn't have left Mexico, really.
Not illegals. Peter Jennings is doing a show on UFOs tonight. Big TV show.
Oh, I'll tell you, if you like. I mean,
UFOs.
I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I seen a UFO in 1966.
You saw a
along
UFO?
with 3 other people, right? There's no mistake.
You really did?
It wasn't a reflection off the clouds, and it wasn't a flock of bloody seagulls going on for the night. It wasn't any of that. It was a UFO. They came across the horizon like a bat out of hell and stopped dead. And nothing we had then does that. Nothing we got now does that.
Did you just see light, or was it a shape?
It was a pink light, and it stopped dead, and then it pulsed for about 10 minutes. We all got out the car and watched it, and then it went wham over the horizon to the right.
And where was this? What state?
I was in England then.
England?
1966.
The state of England? Where is that?
The state of England? That's in New Hampshire, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's somewhere over there. Wow. So that's...
Yeah, so I never had to worry about it anymore, whether there was or there wasn't, because I saw one, and I know I saw one, and I don't care what anybody else's opinion is. 4 of us saw it, independent,
Now, I got to ask the obvious question. Were you guys, high or drunk?
Before I even drank, that was.
Wow. So you were an infant at the time of the sighting?
No, but I wasn't drinking or taking dope, nothing.
When did you start drinking?
1968.
Right. I saw a UFO. It freaked me out. I started drinking.
I would have started drinking
2 years later.
2 years later?
I would have started drinking that night.
No,
I'd wait 2 years
great,
after
man.
seeing the
It was great.
UFO.
That's pretty cool.
It's great.
Well, Peter Jennings is doing a whole special on you.
I mean, it's kind of arrogant to think that we're the only place that supports life out of all the millions of worlds, right?
That's true. But it's kind of defeatist to think that, we're the only ones that can't get off the planet and kind of visit the other ones,
Well, we might not be. It's just that the ones that can don't want us to.
Yeah. Kind of creepy if you think about it, though.
Why?
They're able to come over here and visit us.
Oh,
and
wouldn't you?
We're just ants waiting for the
Well, at
magnifying
least they
glass.
haven't brought us a, nuclear war, which is what we'd take to them if we could get off.
Well, yeah.
But they might laugh at our nukes like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Those Earthlings and their nukes.
Those nukes, how quaint.
Yeah, they're
antiquity.
They're just much more.
Remember
advanced.
when we were doing that shit?
Yeah.
Dude, aliens are living amongst us.
Are they?
Cats.
Cats, yeah. I used to call them spies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spies.
I knew it.
Spies.
I knew I wasn't the only one. There's something going on with cats.
Cats are like spies. They just lie there and watch you,
Yeah, I think cats...
And you never get thank you from them. They never lick your fucking hand or jump up at you, do they?
They do nothing but crap all day.
An interesting story I was reading.
And they go meow. What kind of noise is that anyway? It's got to be code.
It's a cat noise, yeah.
Yeah.
You hear in 1960, I believe it was, in the late 60s, a UFO actually flew back to base, and one of the aliens got out and said, "Holy shit, I saw Lemmy from Motorhead."
No, did you have a cat with him?
Guys, you'll never guess who I saw tonight.
No,
we were in England.
We saw 4 guys get out of this vehicle.
Yeah, one of them was Lemmy from Motorhead, I swear to you.
No, I wasn't. Then I was Lemmy from the Rockin' Vickers then.
Rockin' Vickers?
The Reverend Black and the Rockin' Vickers.
Was that the name of your band?
It was the name of their band. I joined it.
Oh, you joined?
What kind of music were you guys playing back then?
Rock and roll, Bill Haley songs.
No kidding.
Like,
cover tunes, yeah?
What was like the name? Rockin' and Moaned in the Boogie Woogie Flu. We used to do that. Huey Piano Smith, was it?
Wow. What made you go from that to this?
Well, this is an extension of that.
Yeah.
So-called heavy metal is the logical extension of the original rock and roll. You know, what else is it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of an evolution then.
Yeah, if there was if Eddie Cochran was 16 now, he'd be in a garage playing with a heavy metal band, you know,
Right.
on a Japanese copy guitar, you know, no doubt.
Yeah.
What are some of the bands you like today?
I don't know. I mean, the mind goes blank whenever you ask me that, you know.
Well, it's like that's that basic.
Do you know what I mean? The
question.
thing closes down.
Know it when you hear it, though, you know.
I've seen a few bands around that are really good, but they never get on TV or the radio, you know, anymore, because the radio in this country, unfortunately, seems to be controlled by 5 guys, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why satellite radio's taken off.
That's right. I hope so.
People have had it. They're fed up.
Yeah, because it's always like, there's so many advertisements on it for a start.
Yep.
It's like cripples the whole
Commercials, too.
Yeah. Commercial adverts.
Yes, I know. We're pretty
adverts
sick
of a
those.
commercial nature.
Advertisements and commercials, both of them, too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty sick
and
of regular radio.
And
believe
stuff.
me. And this, you can pretty much talk as freely as you want.
Yeah, you could curse. I don't think you've
throw
cursed
in
yet.
Yeah,
whatever
I did.
language you want.
What'd you say?
Motherfucker.
That would qualify.
That's pretty good.
That qualifies.
That's one of my favorite ones.
On the scale.
That's one of my faves.
That's in the top 5, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not much you could say after that.
Well, there is.
Oh, there is.
Well, at the C.
There's the biggie.
That's the atom bomb. We like to call that the atom bomb. We got that word on TV once, though, Lemmy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's usually
Wow, that's progress.
It's pretty common.
Was that any religious picture?
Common in England, though. They use cunt a lot.
Well, they don't use motherfucker because that's the American one.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, stupid America.
Yeah.
Don't wanna...
No, I didn't say that, did I? You
I
said
did.
that. You
I
got
did.
a complex about this?
We're pretty stupid over here.
He likes
think so?
America.
I agree with you.
He likes
I like America. I live here 14 years now.
Did you move here because of taxes? I hear
No.
they're pretty bad over there.
I moved here because I like America.
You like America?
Yeah.
Really?
Even with all its bad side, there's still a great good side to it. I made some of the best friends I ever had here.
I just would. I would find that weird to like live in another country like that.
Why?
Like go because I heard an
Because you
English.
haven't tried it yet.
I haven't tried
You
it,
might
but
find it really
I would
easy.
feel very out of place. How long have you been an American? Are you an American citizen or
No, I'm still British.
How long have you lived here in America?
14 and a half years.
14 and a half years. Like that's a long. He's an American. You know. That's like of course you got your English roots, but I heard an English gentleman doing the traffic report on the radio for New York. And it's like, wow, that's got to be weird. You know, he
Why?
knows all the roads and everything.
Well, right.
I don't know.
He lives there?
Yeah, because
You
he
know.
lives there. But I would think it would. I kind of think like going over to England and trying
He's
to
foreign.
like know
Get him
all
out
the
of that
highways and
helicopter.
everything. Yeah, get him out. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the Long Island Expressway in New York. Get him out of here.
Jesus, I know that. I went to dinner with Dee Snider. You know, Jesus.
Yeah. Dealers out there. Yeah, that's a rough road to travel on. Though.
Well, you know, it wasn't that hard. I took the bus.
He likes the makeup, though.
He does, apparently.
He doesn't do the makeup anymore.
Well, not while he's eating dinner, you know.
No, he's a great
His
guy.
wife had someone.
Huh?
And a kid.
Yeah.
But not Dee himself. He was playing hard to get, I think, that night.
What do your kids do? You said you had 2, right?
One's a producer and a guitar player. The other one, apparently, is a computer programmer, but I never met him because he was adopted when he was born.
Oh. You know where he is, though?
Yeah, because his mother went and found him.
Do you care or not?
It's not the point of if I care, you know. I mean, I don't know. He might not even know he's adopted, right? Why am I going to go screw his life just so I can take a look at him? You know, it's not right.
Right.
If he comes and finds me, I'll be only too pleased, you know, but until then, I'm not going to.
Does he know his father's Lemmy from Motorhead?
Apparently not, or he'd probably be out here to find me by now.
God, that's got to be weird, though, man. There's some kid out there
Poor bastard.
and his father's Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
Well, you know, he's not a kid anymore. He's 38.
Right. Yeah. That's interesting, though.
It's pretty cool, though. You know, it's not like, you know, he's probably sitting there thinking, oh, he's probably the garbage man or something, you know. Just don't want to meet him.
Right.
What if he's
adopted?
What if he's a
know.
bum or something? And then
Not even know he's adopted.
Really?
He doesn't even know he's
I
adopted?
don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that'd be rough. How'd you find out he was a computer?
His mother went and found him, but she didn't let on, you know.
Was he happy that his mom went to go find him?
Well, she didn't let on. She was his mother.
Oh, she just kind of
went around
did a little investigating.
under a pretext, you know, social
That's
work.
kind of dangerous, though.
Why?
Because she gets that far, she's probably going to take the next step and maybe meet him or something like that.
She didn't, though, as far as I know.
Interesting little side note on Lemmy.
That's a very interesting side note.
Who knew?
This guy is very interesting.
We're learning a lot today. It's like college, this show today.
Yeah.
It's School of Hard Knocks.
Right. This is
He's got a great philosophy.
This is kind of like an Andy Kaufman bit. Cocktails with Lemmy.
Sit here. Cocktails with Lemmy. It is cocktails with
Andy
Lemmy.
Kaufman once did this thing where he just had breakfast with Freddie Blassie, the old wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
And they just sat around and just talked about nothing. Kind of like what we're doing, but it was
hang out,
fascinating.
Talk. Occasionally take a look at the poker screen.
Poker, yeah.
Yeah, well, Jesus is
Well,
still...
I'm not looking at the poker, you are.
I'm watching.
How's Jesus doing?
Jesus is
He's still staring at his chips.
Just looked at his cards. I think he's deciding whether he should call a bet.
How do you know where he's staring with them shades on?
He might be making
See,
a
that's
move soon.
part of his enigmatic
That is. It's
persona.
part of trying to have the poker face.
Yeah, an enigma
Can't
wrapped
see the
within a
eyes.
conundrum.
Right. You kind of don't know what he's thinking. Oh, he's going all in. Jesus is going all in. We probably shouldn't talk about this
That's
now.
why he's called Jesus.
Now we can't talk about it.
Are you insane?
Yep.
Don't say that.
Can't talk about it.
Okay, Jesus is not going all in, okay?
All right.
We retract that.
Wow.
I deny that completely.
Whoa, gee. Uh-oh.
Don't say...
Wow. Well, wow.
Don't say wow. People all know. They're not all stupid out there, you know. I mean...
Oh, boy. Everybody on their feet. Oh,
they're probably listening to you with one ear and they got their eye on the TV as well, you know.
Oh, boy.
He's taking his shades off, too. Look, he means business.
Anthony, is that supposed to happen?
Show
what?
no mercy,
That?
you know.
What? Taking?
That?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Did you see the hands, Anthony?
Yes, I see the hands.
All right.
I see the hands. This is, wow.
Wow, this is very...
Big action.
Riveting.
That guy's nervous. Look at him.
This is what it's all about right here,
That
Lemmy.
guy just shit himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he looks a little nerve-wracked, doesn't he?
Even Lemmy's taking a peek, Anthony.
See, this is the all or nothing.
Oh, you just like his shirt?
He likes his shirt.
The Hawaiian shirt.
Hey, there's the countdown music, Anthony.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he just got painted with glue and pushed through a yard sale.
Lemmy, we only got 2 minutes left in the show, so what do you want us
As
to
long
promote?
as that.
What do you want us to promote today?
The album and the tour.
All right. Saturday, March 12th, you're going to be in New York at BB King's? I didn't know that. We'll come by and say hi, or you should come by this. You're not up early, though, are you?
Depends what you call early.
We start our show at 6, maybe before you go to bed. But maybe before you go to bed, you come by.
We try not to be ridiculous.
We'll try to figure something out. And then you're going to be in Philly Wednesday, March 16th at the Tuscadero or something like that, right? Anybody?
Trocadero, isn't it?
Well, all right. And then March 19th in Chicago at the House of Blues. Saturday, April 2nd in Anaheim at the House of Blues.
Right.
And some Canadian dates in April and May. And WrestleMania Sunday, April 3rd at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. You're going to be part of WrestleMania?
Yeah, we're doing the Triples Come On song.
Oh, very cool. All right. And congratulations on the Grammy.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the UFO sighting.
Well, it's a bit late now. It's ages ago now.
Happy birthday to your son.
Happy birthday to me, too.
When's your birthday?
Christmas Eve.
Dude, you're one of those babies you get chipped every year.
I know. I'm used to it.
And they always try to make up for it. Like, oh, no.
No, they don't.
They never do.
Even your parents, you know. I mean,
but they say they're going to, well, we're going to buy you some extra gifts.
yeah, but then they always Welsh on you, you know. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that stinks.
well, never mind.
All right.
Moving right along.
Yeah, Lemmy, thank you so much. This has been a pleasure.
Yeah, a lot of fun just hanging out and talking to Lemmy.
Definitely.
Sure.
And I guess we're going to take tomorrow off, Anthony, and then we'll be back in New York doing
Watching
our show.
the poker.
10.
Yeah, we're going to be enjoying L.A. for the next couple days, Lemmy.
Yes,
So.
why not?
So I want to thank everybody, Steve and Ben and Club Soda Kenny and Master Poe and everybody else.
Oh, my God. Look who's out.
Jim Anthony Show.
Done?
I think we're off the air.
All right. Done?
I hate that they can do that to us.
What was the last word that was said tonight? Today? What? Who?
That ought to hold the little fuckers.